Oh, did I mess that up? Am I still trying to figure out how to make my streaming software work? I've only been doing this for how many years? Hey, good morning. Hello, Shady. Welcome to the Odin Makes live stream. I had talked to Felicia. I'm expecting her to show up today. She's not here yet. But to also be honest, I don't have my phone on me, so I don't know if she sent me a last-minute message saying that she can't make it. Whatever. We'll keep doing what we're doing. My plan for today was to start the stream with the laser cutting. I'm a little behind on that. But, I got a few other things I wanted to talk about, too, and I don't have any of that out here. One of these days I'll start coming out and trying to get set up a little bit earlier. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. Hi, my name's Odin. Hopefully Felicia will be here. And what I thought I'd do today is work on the Pink Power Rangers helmet. Last time we did a Mighty Morphing stream, I don't remember who found the information. Thank you, whoever it was. I know Shop Gremlin copied and pasted it into Discord, so I'd have a bookmark for it. Thank you, Shop Gremlin. But they found someone who's had a Next Decade YouTube channel, and what they... My phone! Did I get a message? Nope. Okay. Okay. We'll find out. There's a YouTube channel, I believe it's called The Next Decade. That's really bad that I don't quite remember. I'll see the name in a second if I'm saying it wrong. A few years ago, they made a really cool basic pattern to make the simple version of the Super Sentai helmet. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Sentei. Ding dong, good. And so I've downloaded that pattern from their YouTube channel, which I will show in a second. Converted that into an Inkscape file at too late last night, and now I'm ready to actually bring it into Lightburn, which I haven't done yet, and start cutting out some 3mm foam to see if the pattern as it is presented on the YouTube channel is actually going to fit. If it doesn't fit, we may have to readjust the pattern and try again. Not a big deal. But at least we'll have a basic helmet to start with, which is really cool.
What I missed?
Not a whole lot. I said hello, good morning. I tried to go at 11:15 because, why not?
Actually, on time.
Totally cool. I have no complaints.
Hi.
Hi.
Felicia. I'm here.
Hi, Felicia's here.
Yay! Ahead.
Oh, look, I'm getting ahead. It's that almost that slightly freaky alien wig head thing.
Oh yeah, no, those are great because you could pad them out. Aren't we going to be working?
Yes. Yes, we are. What I wanted to do, and what I was hoping to do, but I failed to get done, was to start the stream with a laser burning.
Lasers are my favorite.
Lasers. So I've got loaded up some 3mm foam. And I've got the Super Sentai basic helmet form that was sent in during last Mighty Morphin stream.
Okay, so...
Yeah, so it's just the basic helmet that, most of the Power Rangers, Kamen Rider, or Kamen Rider, however you want to pronounce it, and a bunch of others, including some older ones that I was like, oh, hey, I bet that might work for that. So I just wanted to go ahead and cut it out.
Because then we'd have something to start with.
We have something to start with. Because if we've got this shape, it's real easy to start cutting out pterodactyl pieces and whatnot to make it work. But we need to cut one out, glue it together, and see how much we need to adjust it for size. I believe the YouTube channel was called The Next Decade, who put this together back in 2017, so it's been a little while. He posted his pattern, which, let's see, if I go here.
It's okay. I'm I want to sit in this awesome chair because I'm okay, let's laser.
Let's laser. Let's get going. Yeah, but the chair's
impossible to move, and I'm broken.
Go ahead and step forward.
Here, you can get in there.
Okay.
Go for it. I'm blocking everything.
You're fine.
It's okay.
One of the feet fell off the chair. I found that the other day. So we've got
so that's...
all 4 feet are back in the chair. Right, so it's not wiggling anymore.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Progress.
All right. So
I like your giant mouse pad.
Yeah, it's a huge mouse pad. It's great.
Just got lasers.
Laser mouse pad. So the pattern is this, which is from the next decade. I think I was saying that right. So this is his basic Super Sentai helmet pattern that he put together. It's just a JPEG. So I downloaded this. It's in the title of it's in the description of his video. So it was free. And then I transferred that to Inkscape, which those SVG files I can then use with Lightburn.
Yes, because it's turning them into math lines.
Yeah.
That can be burned at any size proportionally.
Correct, which is what we really want to do.
So we know where to start, so we can proportionally go higher or lower. Because scaling a helmet pattern between my size head and your size head is pretty extreme. From
it can be, from experience.
From experience. We have very different size head. I feel like, no, actually I know that my head is the same size as a 5-year-old child.
My head's about the size of a pumpkin.
Well, pumpkins come in all sorts of shapes and sizes.
Oh, okay. I am trying now to figure out from, just far out, just this far out of my visual range, how to increase the size so we can get my hand out of my face.
Yeah, and so we can actually see what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
Welcome, hi.
Welcome, hi.
Benefits of being in the early stream.
Right.
We see your comments, but...
And hopefully the comments are, there's no audio. Just want the window to be bigger. I can't get the corner of the window. Here, thank you.
Bean's being our assistant today. He's in...
Oh, Bean's out here?
Yeah, he's out here running the camera, so if anything goes wrong, it's Bean's fault for now.
I'm using the big boy again.
But we're grateful to have him, so thank you, Bean. We appreciate you.
So Shady has a fantastic spelling error, saying that the oink looks good on you.
The oink?
Yeah, then he corrected it. It says the pink, because the O and the P are right next to each other on the keyboard, right? So
yeah.
Total typo, but it's really funny that it works.
It's Valentine's Day, and I had to wear my Valentine's Day pants.
Isn't that next week?
Yeah, but I'm not going to be here next week.
Oh, okay, fair enough. It's like the male in me is like, oh God, what? Wait, no,
what did
that's
I miss?
Next week.
Am I late?
I know that's next week. Oh, that's next week, isn't it?
Yeah, but I have way too many really good Valentine's Day outfits that really can't make it most of the year.
All right, I'm going to let Bean back.
Not that I don't just wear this sweater most of the year anyways, but it goes with the pink pants that are for Valentine's Day. I have too many really good outfits and not enough places to wear them, is what I'm saying.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
All right.
And this is my favorite holiday design-wise.
Cool.
Because, I don't know, little kid in me loves the frills, so thank you for noticing all the pink. And I figured it was appropriate since we're working on the Pink Ranger.
Yeah, that's what I thought when you walked in. Oh, pink for the Pink Ranger.
Well, that's what these glasses were. These reminded me of Pink Ranger glasses.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I feel like if I turned them upside down, they could be the pterodactyls.
They might. I'm afraid they might be still not give you enough real estate, but they might.
I know. They're probably not going to work at all, but I saw them for $1 and I was like, I'm getting them.
Yeah, by the way, yeah, you got some sunglasses.
Right?
We'll be wearing some non-stylish safety glasses before too long.
I like the green ones, I've decided.
Yeah.
Like, red cancels out things, but I think I prefer looking everything green.
It's neat when you're looking at the laser with the green glasses because the laser looks white. When you look at the laser with the red glasses, you only really see where it's hitting. You don't see the beam at all.
Ooh, so the red ones might actually be better.
It's still blocking the wavelength
What
of the green
if you did
ones.
both? I can't tell what color that one is. Okay.
Okay, so what I thought about doing is cutting it in half.
I cannot see at all.
Cannot see at all. Yeah, I bet.
I see like orange lights, like if I stare directly at the lights.
Well,
I guess my eyes would be protected.
Yes. It's occurred to me that, we should cut these in half and make 3D glasses, right? Because you'd be like, no.
That would be fun. I'm just saying.
It would be.
Okay. But I'm distracting you from lasers. What do you need to do to get lasers going?
What I need to do is find my focus block, which is,
that little 3-step thing?
That little 3-step piece. Here we go. Which is kind of funny because that's what I need to do is I need to focus, right? So it's all good. Now,
welcome to the ADH stream. Self-diagnosed.
Yes. There we are. Okay. Now, in addition to that, as I'm setting up the laser, you and I had some progress on another project. And the notebook's up there if you want to play with it.
Okay, so the adventure of the laser cutter.
Yes. Actually, can we trade?
Yes, because this is not very working. I will be on this side today, and it is okay.
Okay. I'm sorry, a little further from the heater.
No worries.
It's only 60 out here at 80% humidity.
We said we were going to read comments, and we haven't yet.
Yeah, this is
true.
But... Well, I did double check, and we're having jokes going along with what we're saying, so it does seem like they can hear us.
Okay.
Yay, laser death machine time, says Dark Renegade. Right on. Yeah, Shock Roman talks about how at one point in time they were handed an adjustable welding helmet that was turned up way too high, so they end up having to weld from memory. You put the welding helmet on and it's turned up too high. Even while welding, it was just black. You couldn't see anything. So it's like, well, should have been here.
Well, I guess it's fairly easy to do it by feel. Ah!
Yeah, that was my thumb.
Okay, that's not funny. Safety first, people. But
we've
all been there of like, we shouldn't. You shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't.
I didn't.
No, I didn't do that.
It wasn't me.
But they pulled it off. It was a totally usable weld. It was just fine, even though they did completely blind.
Muscle memory. It's crazy.
Okay, so I'm going to fire up Inkscape.
Okay. While you're doing that, I will tell them the saga of this week.
Yes, the saga of this week.
Of this week. Okay, so I got approval to get a laser cutter at work. Exciting news. These are the materials we work with. There are 4 different materials in here. A soft fabric, a mesh fabric in both colors.
Both of which is what, nude and black?
Yeah,
mean, you can
well,
see
we call them
but
beige and black.
That's better, beige and black.
But in my head, they're nude and black because at the wedding dress shop, there was natural nude and ivory. Anyways, it looks like the nude tone from work.
Yeah.
So in my head, I call it nude, but it's beige.
As we joked about earlier this week, this classic nude color that isn't anybody's skin tone.
I know, but I feel like this is
it could be
the most neutral that I can find out of experience, because what we had was more close to a beige, and I feel like that was nobody's skin tone, where this is nobody's skin tone, but it fits nobody better. Like, it fits a wider range, if that makes sense.
It almost sounds like a James Bond song. Fits nobody better.
But, like, visually, your mind will, like, make it disappear. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, if I was to line up, like, any of the wedding dresses with skin tones, this would have been the one that I would do, because you could dress anybody in it.
Right. I think we joked about Band-Aids, because that's the Band-Aid color.
Yeah. No, they picked a good color, because they're trying to appeal to the widest possible audience. And then you get 2 colors. Get 2 colors. You know? Anyways. So... what does that have to do with this notebook and all of these little
Yes, what does that have to do with all that? Sorry I distracted you.
No, it's okay. Good questions. I'm willing to answer.
Okay.
Feel free to ask in the chat. He's busy doing something else, but eventually.
Eventually I'll take a look at the chat. Well, I'll go ahead and do it right now since you brought it up. Ad played and kept your stream running. Well, that's not fair.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Oh, so did the ad play like a picture-in-picture?
No, it probably just took over and they just missed and continued on from where we were. So they got missed out on.
Well, the one thing I didn't read
work?
was Aria51 says, hey, a new feature from YouTube that's actually good.
Oh.
The ad played and kept your stream running instead of swapping the ad for the stream.
Okay, I don't know.
And then Shock Roman says, nice, that's cool. But, hey, let us know. Does it mean it's picture-in-picture, or is that... That's cool.
But that's exciting.
Basically, it played below it. Oh, okay. Yeah, neat.
Yeah. But anyways, Odin pulled out the laser cutter to help me get tests going so we can, when the laser gets to work, it can be plug in and go.
Right. Then this is the laser that you are getting for work, not this laser.
Not this laser, but it's the same. I'm trying to order the same brand.
Right. You just got to get the company to talk to you.
Right? Like...
Sorry.
No, if they just responded to my email, I could get a credit card versus the purchase orders, versus the complicated way companies like to pay people for things. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like for a piece of equipment this expensive, they have to respond to an email from me.
Yeah. Right. She's in a pseudo-government job. It's not government at all, but it's got the same type of bureaucracy. I've got a government job, and it's got an obscene amount of bureaucracy.
But it's not like, it's just weird, complicated things that I didn't know, that I now know, that... Anyways, the saga continues. I'm trying to get this laser. Like, I have everything in the go. They just need to respond to my emails. But now we have the test run. And it's cutting the fabric beautifully. But what we're finding out is that the substrate makes a huge difference on the material of how it cuts. And all of the ones that I got, Odin doesn't have. So we'll have to run these tests completely from scratch on those substrates. But I have good ones. I have stainless steel and I have the honeycomb. The little ones that come with the cutter in the package. Anyways. So we were running out. It works. It's exciting that it does work. And my theory about it cauterizing the edges while it cuts, it does that. You also have to be careful because sometimes it doesn't burn through the elastics and then it pulls funny, and that is terrible. And you guys can't see the little dingly things, but they're dinglies. Yeah, this is not good, but it does do it very, very well. And I am excited, but also stuck in bureaucracy. I want to use lasers at work.
Yeah.
Is that too much to ask for? I'm just saying. It's okay. It's the weekend. Get to play with lasers.
Yep. Okay. So I've got one of the chin pieces. It's a fairly small piece, right? Because there's like a chin piece, and there's a side of the head, there's the back of the head, and a couple of bananas that go on top. And there's no eyes cut out in this basic shell, right?
Because you got to decide where your eyeballs go. It's a blank sheet. That's awesome.
Yes, it's a cue ball helmet.
I was going to reach over you, but I was waiting for you to finish talking.
That's fine. Okay. So he's got a couple of pieces that make the chin piece, and I've got one of them loaded. And what I want to do is just see if I didn't have settings for this black EVA. Apparently, I haven't cut this this foam with this laser yet. So
that's crazy because you cut like
everything.
You run tests like, ooh, I have this material. Let me run the test on it. And you sent me these files, so I was excited. But also, you have changed the substrate.
I've changed the substrate. Yeah, good. Yeah, okay, sure. Yes, I have. You talked about substrate. I was kind of
It makes a difference in the way things burn. Hence why these tests that you were running will be a place to start, but completely irrelevant numbers.
Almost irrelevant numbers. Right. So what she's trying to talk about, did I already cut over this?
Yes, you already cut over this.
No, I hit something else. Oh. There we are. That's the pattern. That's the pattern. All right, we'll do that instead of the pattern. So I've got my 3mm foam and Mr. Laser, and then here you can see this is aluminum window screen. And I've got aluminum window screen laid down over my my plywood backing just to give a small area for air to go through. So as the laser hits and as the air assist is blowing through it, it has a place to escape, and it seems like it reduces scorching on the backside of the material, especially when I was trying to cut out styrene plastic for the droid.
Yeah, because that stuff will go toasted marshmallow real quick.
Oh, real quick, yeah. I mean, I think...
Oh, yeah, toasted marshmallow, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, toasted marshmallow. You guys can't see that too terribly well, so let's go right back to the same camera. Now, I can see... you may not be able to because it's blowing out white, but... I can see the...
It's right where the laser is.
Of course it is!
You can
thank
see,
you. Thank you for
so
watching
clearly.
it. So clearly, it's just right there. It's just easy.
Oh, never. And I could do this.
Oh, that'd help.
There you go.
So you can see the window pattern, right? And so it still scorches some. You know, this is all scorching. This is all because of the plywood that's underneath the plastic is on fire.
So not the best of substrates, but it does hold things in.
And it's sacrificial. It's not a big deal to, you know, I can go get another piece of chipboard
plywood.
But
if you really want it clean, there's things you can do.
Yeah, there's things I could do. And I do believe I ended up with better edges, right? Even though the backside's still burnt and still has smoke damage. I believe I ended up with better cutting edges in the back than when I did it just flat on the wood, where this had a lot more molten globs of plastic, for lack of a better...
Yeah, because it's melting! Yeah. And so if it's melting slow, it's giving more opportunities to create globbing and re-melting and drying to the surface that you are attached to.
Yep.
And you don't think about these things because you burnt it really well and slow. But no, that makes it melt.
Yeah. When I was trying to test for her elastic mesh, did it on straight plywood and figured out the best settings to do the least amount of burning to the plywood. And then we also did it against acrylic because the diode lasers are really bad at cutting clear acrylic. So clear acrylic as a back worked really well because the substrate didn't burn, and whatever little bit of the material we're trying to cut, your fabric material, that did melted flat against the acrylic, and the two didn't bond, so it kind of all came apart, but it still wasn't really ideal. And then against this also wasn't really ideal. It did okay, but you're not going to have it, so I wasn't too worried about it.
Yeah,
so
like that's not the...
Yeah, flat against plywood seemed to do pretty good. Then we set down a piece of aluminum.
The reason the plywood really helped is because there's so many there's tooth to it.
Yes.
And it holds the fabric in place.
Yes.
Ever so slightly, where a clean piece of metal will slide right off and blow around with a little thing that goes...
Yeah, and it did, didn't it?
Yeah, while it's blowing.
Yep, that's right.
The little things that make a difference. So, like, the reason that plywood's not that bad is because it holds, but the reason it's bad is that it burns.
Right.
So, this stuff kind of has still more of that hold to it, but it's not quite the same. And it still has the burning fire underneath of the plywood. Yeah. And then the metal was very
It is slicker than... It's easier for me to move the foam around on the window screen than it is just on the straight plywood. Because the tooth thing you're talking about. It's got the grippy, but it doesn't have the grippy.
Yeah. It doesn't splinter into its soul.
So I'm just going to check the size. I'm not firing it off yet.
It's okay. Oh.
Or maybe I'm not.
Lasers.
No, I was just trying to tell you. I was just checking the size. I wasn't trying to fire it off yet, but it didn't.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the warning still.
I may not like this. There it is. Funny, it didn't...
It didn't go over the whole area?
No, it went over the whole area, but it didn't keep the laser fire. At least I didn't see it.
Don't stare at the laser, Odin.
I'm staring at the 0.05% strength laser.
Don't stare at the laser, Odin.
This literally has...
Set examples for the children. Safety first. Stare at the laser. Don't stare at the laser, Odin. Those are bad habits.
I'm just trying to see where my test laser is. I haven't set it half of a 10th%. It's like 0.05%.
Don't give
power.
yourself LASIK surgery.
Which means it's less power than a laser pointer you play with your cat.
You don't play with those in your eyeballs.
No, you don't, because they hurt.
Okay, now you can look at the laser.
Can I see it when I do this?
Yes! Stare at a laser, bare-eyed. I don't care what strength it's at. Maybe it goes pew!
Pew! So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up. I've got two different paths programmed into the laser. On my screen, which I'm sorry you can't see, there's a green path because it's color coordinated for use within Lightburn. The green path is going to be an etching layer. That's going to give us our... the lines for how to glue stuff together. It's not going to burn
all the way through. It's just going to burn the top layer.
Hopefully it's just going to burn the top layer. Yeah.
Right? I was wondering if I could do that with the fabric without compromising integrity.
I don't know.
Don't think so.
You might be able to burn it, but I mean...
Because you can do like laser cut lace, and it's...
Thinking actually, this still might be too high.
I don't know. I will have to play with the laser. It will be fun. Still intimidated because it's freaking lasers.
Yeah. So what is it when you put in the notches in the fabric? Your registration lines.
Uh-huh.
So I'll be putting in registration lines. That was one of the things I was trying to figure out to say. And then the chin specifically has lines you put in because that's where you can have a fold that's got more of an angle. At least that's the way I understood it. Well, no, it's got kind of a...
Oh.
There's a little more of a that's what it looked like. I could be wrong, but it's like I can always turn those off if I'm wrong too. So when it comes time to actually build
this is a test piece, so we get to learn. If they're like, these lines suck, we'll leave them off. If we're like, you know what? I like those lines. Let's make them as minimal as possible. We can figure it out, but we don't know until we know. And since we're doing a sacrificial one, let's give ourselves all the information at once.
It's hard to decide which angle to go with because you can't see everything on any of them.
You can't see the laser.
Yeah. When you were trying to do this with your phone to see what was going on with...
I feel like this was the best angle when I put the phone
It
here.
is. It really is. And I don't have that angle with my cameras.
None of them.
None of them.
That one's not too bad. See it move.
You see it move, yeah. Right now it's still just doing the etching. And... yeah, it's working.
Okay.
Hey, now you're in the shot too.
I'm comfy today.
Well, that's good.
Imagine making all of these cuts.
Well, I've done that, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
We did all of that work on the handheld, like we did the back half and then the laser did the
right
one. And it was like so much prettier. I'm like, why did we even cut all of this out by hand? But I'd do it again in a heartbeat, because right tool for the job makes it significantly easier.
Significantly easier.
But not having the right tool is never going to stop me.
Right.
Right?
For me also, I got to where, and still do to some extent, the idea of doing something again bugs me, right? I gotta do that again?
You gotta cut it all out again?
I gotta cut it all out again because I was a tiny bit off. Can I just make it work? This eliminates that. The fact that, I'll have to cut another helmet, that's 10% smaller. Okay, tick, 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 go.
And you waste the cheaper materials before going after your real materials.
Basically, yeah. This still is I'm fine with using this as a finished material, even though it's black.
No. Black's not the worst of faces.
No. Because this is easily replaceable. I can go to a local hobby shop and get more of this 3mm foam. If we wanted to make your helmet out of 4mm wet-the foam, that I don't know how well I can replace, and I would rather not just do that with testing.
It's almost done.
Yep.
When the corners start popping up. It's also the part where I get the most nervous because that's when things can go wrong. We can have fires. I see the little fires going.
Yeah. I also got it set for 2 passes, and it doesn't need 2 passes. So let's take 2 passes.
It smells nice and toasty now. I know they don't have smell-o-vision. I know we live in the future, but apparently not that future.
Well, hopefully they didn't see smoke.
I did.
You
I
did?
saw fire.
Okay.
Which color were your glasses?
Green.
Green. Okay.
Well, we've got a green pair, we've got a green-blue pair, and we've got a red pair. And
yeah, I'm wearing the green-blue pair.
You got the green-blue pair?
Yeah.
Yeah, these seem pretty green too.
Stealing those. I like the green-blue pair. Ooh, these ones are darker. I like these ones.
Okay, whichever pair you want to wear.
I'm gonna go with the brighter ones because I can see more. But those
okay.
ones, I like that color. Hey, if you could pick the shade, it's nice. Most people can't tell the difference between all the shades, but.
So one of the things I was hoping to do.
I like that it has the pre-cut folds. Like.
Yeah, that was the thought. So I've etched in some lines for the folds to help it get the shape, right? So this makes a weak spot for it, but it's not cut in so deep or so wide. Honestly, I thought these would be wider. That I'm going to end up with a sharp point on the backside, but we could do that if we need to.
Yay! You're just out of shot. Get down.
Am I?
There you go. You were doing great. But so do we need glue? Are we going to use super glue or are we going to use? I wouldn't do it right over the arm of your thing with the glue if it drips. That would be terrible. Yeah, that would be terrible.
It worked really well. I'm wondering if I
even need.
No, if I want to make. Let's not make changes on it right now because that's going to take too long to fiddle with the computer.
Right, but the artist in you?
Yep. The artist in me is, okay.
Already making changes?
Yep.
Mental notes. Let's get it built and then we'll compile those notes and do it all at once.
Yep.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Basically, my mental note is...
They can't see you.
Wow, dang it. Fine, director. Basically, my mental note is the half inch, it's only like 0.5 millimeter wide or 1 millimeter wide, the lines, the folding lines I put in. And I'm considering that if I make them a little bit deeper and a little bit wider, I'll get a better angle on the outside of the foam. Because my plan is to glue all these together with all the marks on the inside, right? Which means, no, it's still left. Left is still left. That's good. No, actually, it'll be backwards. Yeah, so it'll end up being backwards.
It's a circle. You'll have both sides.
Yeah, exactly. So that's something else I probably should potentially swap is the left and right on these things. But anyway.
Okay. We got first piece cut.
We got first piece cut. First piece cut.
And what time are we at?
How do I do it? Oh, I think we did it flat like this, huh?
Uh-huh. Do you want to use super glue or contact cement? That's the question.
I think we'll just use super glue for this one.
Okay, because contact cement's right here. I don't know.
Yeah, contact cement's really close by too, and I think I need to refresh the contact cement. I don't think I do for the EVA. It should be able to grip pretty quick.
And I don't think there's any in that thing.
No, not in that little one. If we use accelerator, it'll have to be the one that's an aerosol.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't think we'll need it. Whoa, everything got so much redder.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a piece of bubble gum all chewed up.
All right, actually, as I'm playing with it, maybe I do want accelerator.
Yeah.
You know, I've worked with enough spray paints. I've worked with enough accelerators. You would think I would double check that when I pick up a can, I've got the arrow pointed forward with my finger, so when I spray it, it doesn't go psst.
So my instinct of turning away from the
was
spray
absolutely on par. Just, that was the right thing to do.
No going like this when people are spraying. No, nope. You say spray and you go.
Now, using super glue is going to be a faster way to build. And
this is a temporary, just as one to see, so let's do it.
Yeah, basically. It's a faster way to build, but it's not as flexible as contact cement.
Yeah.
Basically, that's really all it really comes down to.
So when we're fitting, we'll make notes.
But if you remember, we did a live stream where I made the Black Knight's helmet from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and that was all put together with super glue we also got from Michaels, because he used Michaels foam and Michaels.
I remember that. 'Twas but a scratch.
'Twas but a scratch. It is fine. That helmet is still together. It still sits in the other room. I think it's actually lost a couple of those half pearls. That's what's fallen off. None of the foam seams have broken.
Yeah.
You know, not that I've worn it a whole lot, but it's bounced around. It's been moved. It's gone to a couple of cons. Here we are, however many years later, and the super glue is holding fine on the foam. That's the only part that really.
Yeah, super glue is an option.
Yep, super glue is an option.
Is a valid option. There are reasons why you don't normally use it, but there are reasons.
There are reasons. Now, I know you guys can't see what I'm working with here, but I've got all of my pattern files are saved on Inkscape. And what I really like with Lightburn as a program, so Lightburn, I'm throwing out these names, you can't see anything. Lightburn is the program that drives the laser. That's the printing program that tells the laser how it's going to do its thing. Inkscape is an art program that uses SVG graphics, which is the mathematical point-to-point graphics. So you start here, you start over here, and there's this equation that makes this arc that goes between them, and that's how all the lines are drawn. This is vector graphics, well, not vector, but
vector images.
Yeah, scalable vector graphics, SVG.
That's the correct one.
Yeah. Adobe Illustrator uses the same thing, but Inkscape is free.
Right.
Absolutely gonna say.
Hey, they speak the same line language.
And they speak the same line language. I can use the Windows clipboard to cut from Inkscape and paste the lines into Lightburn. Long explanation to get to that point, which I really appreciate.
Because it makes the process go a lot faster.
Much
so
easier.
He keeps one page open with all of the pattern pieces, and when he's ready to burn, he just takes the piece he wants, and then he brings it over, and then he pastes it, and then the laser goes right here, and he goes yes, and then it goes burn.
Yep.
And it's that easy.
Exactly that. Also, I can alt-tab between the programs, so while the laser is burning, I can go make adjustments on Inkscape for the next step.
Yep.
I've done that. What doesn't work is copy-paste from Inkscape into the Xtool laser cutting program. I've got another machine over here that's a CO2 laser from Xtool. I love this machine, but it doesn't do that. You have to import the final project. So
I'm just laughing that you're like, but this like we're just talking about Inkscape. We liked it because of this.
Because of this.
Lightburn because of this one. But this company
doesn't do that.
And that is what
I wish it did.
Right?
So I end up having to make a temp file. What I do is I make a temp file within Inkscape. So I cut and paste the one piece that I want, save that temp file, and then I import the temp file. Yeah. Add a middleman. Not a big deal, but it's like
one extra step that's annoying that you had to figure out. But it's the end of the world, people.
It's totally the end of the world.
Because, geez Louise, why do I have to do that much research to do just cut out one thing?
Flip the table.
Yep. Cut, paste, and then image flip. right?
Yep. Cut, paste, image flip, and
Now
table flip, and anchor flip, and all that.
I feel lasers like we're almost ready.
Oh, no.
No,
Go
no,
ahead
no.
and talk. I'm going to lay in a few parts this time.
Lay in a few parts.
Yep.
Oh, you're going to put more than just the one chin strap since it was a successful burn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it would. I guess I don't have to. Do you
No.
want me to not?
Let's do them all.
All right.
Why not?
Oh, I was thinking.
Burn
let's get this
all
thing
the pieces.
going. Burn.
Yeah.
Burn a nation.
We got the left jaw with the little B on it.
Yep. B for back. It's not a grade.
And I see your little notches. The lines make a lot of sense because you're cutting bulk and making it naturally say I want to bend there.
Yep. Yeah, I like that. I like the way the next decade did his pattern.
It was very well thought out.
Yeah. I mean, some of the terminology he used in his JPEG pattern, I went, huh? But it was also late last night and I was tired.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's what he means. Okay, cool.
Right? But patterning heads and faces can be hard because it's like patterning a
sphincter.
Semi.
Semi-sweet? No. I'm not helping.
No, actually, I had a thing and now it's gone. But anyways, it's
Definitely
a
not
sphere that's symmetrical but not symmetrical. Does that make
Correct.
sense? It's symmetrical. It's supposedly symmetrical, but it's not symmetrical.
Okay.
But it's a sphere.
The face is a sphere where it is left and right symmetrical, but it's not north-south symmetrical.
Yeah. And so it just has different fit issues. You have joints involved. You know, every time you add a joint into armor, there's a weak point.
Yep.
So.
And also, technically speaking, most humans aren't left or right perfect symmetrical.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's symmetrical. And
yeah, you did do air quotes.
Yeah, that's why.
I am heavily distracted.
It's okay. You're doing like the work, and I am being the distraction at the
I
moment.
appreciate you being distraction. Otherwise, I would be here trying to do this, where I can't really talk at the same time.
Because you can't read comments. Because you're busy
I
looking
really can't
at
read the
screen.
comments at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor guys. You're
Neither
trying
can
to
I,
talk to me, and I'm
right?
not saying anything. Okay, I'm just going to do a frame test.
Okay.
Just
Don't get
to
down
see-
there and stare at the laser.
I just need to see how far.
You have.
Where the okay, so I'm way off the phone over there.
You got about an inch or so.
And that's just going to ruin everything. And that there ruins everything. Okay.
Well, I moved it up. I will pull it back.
This is because foam is I was keeping this foam rolled, right? No, you're fine. So when it lays down, it still kind of pops up and does things. Let's just put this one up here, maybe.
There you go.
Yeah. So because the foam being rolled, I don't need to do that.
It got moved. Now you're lined
Yeah.
up with that one. Doesn't work anymore.
Probably should just not try to do this much right now. With that little bit of a failure.
Yeah, and we didn't mark where we started, so where did we?
Right, and I forgot that on the foam, which you can almost see in camera for, I've got a bottom edge here, right? So here's the piece we just cut out. But the bottom edge of the foam, I've cut a little piece out over here. So if I aim the laser here and then set all the parts in the computer to be on this line, I'm gonna miss when it gets over here, which is one of the concerns. So.
And also, since this foam has been moved from the laser pushing it out of place, this no longer lines up with
where
your
it was.
documents.
Yeah.
So now you have to rethink
Yeah, that's
everything.
okay.
When it was all glued down, you could just keep going. It would have been easier. But now you have to figure it out a little more.
I do like the fact that with Lightburn, I
can't see you.
Oh. I do like the fact that with Lightburn, I can tell the laser head to be unlocked, so I can just move it around like I am. I do believe that is a setting in Lightburn. It might just be a setting of this laser.
Okay.
But I think that's a setting in Lightburn to let it to where I can just move it and adjust it. As well as there's a setting in Lightburn where I can tell it to start with where it's sitting at and to not go to the coordinates that the math wants. Otherwise, it would always come back down to 0, and so everything has to be here. Otherwise, I can adjust this and aim it to where the best place for the foam is, and it'll just cut there.
Okay.
So it's actually easy to cut out individual pieces. I was just laying it a bunch thinking, oh, I'll get a whole bunch cut. But as we just saw, that's a bad plan, because if you get like 4 pieces in and they all work, and then it catches and you're not paying attention, you'll drag the laser across all your good pieces and everything's ruined. Done that!
I was going to say, sounds like experience there.
Done that! Yeah, unfortunately, that's totally experience.
Yep.
Let's just go ahead and put this.
Sometimes the laser gets caught on the edge or a bump. You
Yep.
know, like when it starts to pop, I'm like, oh, it's almost done. But also when it starts to pop, it's when it's the most dangerous, because that's when it can get caught up on the little protective thing, you know.
Yeah.
And it's when things get moved around, or it can burn, because now more air's in there, and then the plywood burns.
That's fun when the plywood burns.
Yeah, very little experience with lasers, but I'm noticing a few things. Just saying.
So I've got my my cut line reset to doing just 1 pass instead of 2, right?
Okay.
Which can be better for the foam. Because it's not doing a double cauterization of the edges of the foam. Yeah, I'm going to do a frame again to make sure that it's going to hit where I want it to hit.
Okay.
The frame meaning, when I say I'm going to do a frame, you kind of see that a little bit. All that's going to happen is the head's going to move around in a bounding box that makes what
Shows
the
you
art's
I'm
going to be.
cutting in this area.
Yeah. This is approximately the pieces I'm cutting out.
And then you make sure that it's going to be on your material, because like when it got knocked, it made it about 1.5 inches over from the material.
Yeah.
And so, oh, nope, that box is not going to work. Good thing we did it before we started burning.
More experience. All right. Put some Valentine's glasses on. The fun thing with the red one is it can be really hard to see where the mouse is on the screen. So, boink, go. Oh, you know what? I was going to frame it. And I just hit go because I was talking.
We just told them all the important
things
of doing that before. So
and then I totally forgot because I'm all like, gonna press the button.
I mean, we don't make mistakes. We're not
No,
humans.
never. We're professionals. We know exactly what we're doing.
This is why the robots have to listen to us. Because we push the button.
Oh, because we push the button. Okay. But it looks like it's all within anyway. The 2 pieces. So I had laid out 5 pieces. The other half of the chin piece, a couple of the bananas, and the pieces that go on the back. I call them bananas. It's those head pieces, right? The strips that go.
They're banana shaped.
They're banana shaped. But it looks like it's going to be fine, so I'm not too worried about it. You know, a smart man would measure how big the foam is, which is only going to be 600 millimeters or so, and you can put that into Mr. Program to make sure that you're within your boundaries. That's what a smart and organized person would do.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's my water. Thank you.
That's why I like to have rulers on my tables.
Yeah. Yeah.
My current table doesn't have a ruler on it, and I am rectifying that situation.
Oh, that's good.
But it hasn't arrived yet, and it bothers me. I kicked that.
Oh, you kicked that?
Yeah.
Like,
That
what
was
are you
me.
rocking on?
No, I kicked that.
So, at the moment, we are still...
I see a little BAC, but no K yet.
we can't... Well, we can almost start to see it.
Missing little bits pop up and show up.
Yeah.
Not quite in frame yet.
Well, that's going to take forever because that arm's just going to be in the way the whole time. I'm looking...
Okay, you can look at the chat while it's burning.
Oh, yeah, there's a thought. Because I was playing around with the camera, too, to see if I could zoom in, and no, not really. All I see are patterns in the dust.
Right?
Let's go back and forth.
The shoe print or whatever.
Yeah, the shoe print, exactly. Oh, yeah, they're probably telling me it's time to go live.
Is it time to go live?
Yep, I have to take the glasses off. I can't see the mouse. I can't see the mouse pointing. Wow, it's way behind on here.
What? Oh, yeah. That is super lag. Do you think it's going to further away space?
I don't know. I hope everything's fine. Everyone's reacting, so.
Okay.
Well, what's funny is what I wanted to do is I wanted to start the stream with the laser burning. Well, I managed to do that one for live.
Right? Never give up on your dreams, Odin.
There you go.
Never give up on your dreams.
Never give up. Never surrender. That is a bright sweater, says Stupid Monkey.
Thank you. I like it.
Alrighty. We are now live. I don't expect a sudden influx of... Hi, y'all. Okay, hey, James is here. Take a few lines of code, too, to make two programs compatible. Yeah, it should. Just take a few lines of code. Because it's the same... It's you can import it. So it shouldn't be hard to do it from clipboard, right? Ooh. Dave is down in the area, Aria51, saying that he drove past the Super Bowl today. It was at 6:30 a.m., so there's no traffic yet. It was so bright from all the screens and lights on, just crazy, because I don't remember ever seeing it that vividly when I've driven past it before.
Oh, dang.
Trig the Viking is down there, helping to work a crew for lights and video and stuff for some aspect of the Super Bowl. I don't know what part it is, but yeah, they're doing something.
I figured if I was ever in espionage, being the lighting people or the people with the ladder is the way to get into anything.
Yeah.
You wear a highly reflective vest and
Yep.
nobody sees you.
Yeah.
And they all listen. When you tell them, I need you to clear the sidewalk, they all clear the sidewalk.
Yep.
It's amazing. The power that...
The power of the high-vis vest and a clipboard.
No, not even the clipboard. Just the audacity to tell people what to do.
All right.
You know?
So,
Audacity will get you a long way.
all right.
I'm just saying.
Hello, Louis Kazi. And hello, Marital Turnip. So, yay! We were live successfully with people who got in.
Welcome.
Yay!
So what are we doing?
What are we doing right now? Right now, lasers.
How do we sound over the laser? Like, is this annoying to listen to?
It's a really good question, actually. Because the fan is right here underneath the microphone, so hopefully this isn't too bad.
Right.
That's how the lure got robbed. Yes, it is, Ralph. People that hide his vest just walked right in and did it.
Working on a film set, the things that you've learned, you know, like.
Yep. The images of Alex Stoner is here. This is awesome. All these names I recognize. Some of them from a very long time. Sounds like a vacuum. Okay, good.
Okay.
So we are currently.
It essentially is a reverse vacuum.
Yeah. It just blows.
Well, this side is
sucks.
the vacuum.
Yeah.
So they're hearing the vacuum side.
We've got a.
Don't go messing with settings while it's running.
Yeah,
We know it works.
I realized I didn't have the air assist on.
Don't breathe. Oh, it's not even on?
No, it was barely on for your fabric.
Well, we didn't want this blowing around, so.
No. What we're working on right now, right this very instant, there was another YouTube channel called The Next Decade. And the last time we were working on Power Rangers stuff, somebody out there, one of you smart people, sent us a link to the Next Decade site, YouTube channel, where back in like 2017,
when the Power Rangers movie came out?
Yeah, they made, yeah, that is, isn't it? They made a basic Super Sentai helmet. So this is the basic egg-shaped helmet that pretty much all the Power Rangers are based off of, that Kamen Rider's based off of, all those guys. So I'm borrowing his pattern, which the pattern is here. You can see in the corner, I think. No, it just says the Next Decade props and costumes. So if you look for the Next Decade's props on YouTube, you'll be able to find the Sentai helmet, and this JPEG is downloadable from the description of that video.
So you could print it out on paper and cut it with whatever cutting device of your desire.
Yep.
Like X-Acto knife, a razor blade, a crafting knife,
Scissors. Cricut. Cricket cutter.
Yeah.
I always want to call it Cricut. I don't know why. I don't want to just say Cricket.
Because
Sorry.
the cricket is a little animal.
Yeah, cricket's a little animal, and it's and the cricket
And a
vinyl cutter
pre-cut makes sense for a brand of cutting tool.
the same. Isn't spelled the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, all those will work.
It's okay. It's like why I called Paris the band Priebus, because in my head I read it that way.
Oh, okay.
They flip the A, the B is supposed to be the A, and I read it as a anyway.
Okay.
Right? You say it by cutting. But anyways, you can choose any way you want to cut it. We're using lasers.
Yeah, we're using lasers.
Because freaking lasers, people.
Yeah, because lasers are fun. Well, that's awesome. I can't see the green light at all.
Really? I can see it with the green.
No,
or are
can't
you
see the green.
red?
I'm wearing red. I
Okay,
can't see the green light at
green
all.
light.
On the switcher, two things will light up. There's your preview channel, what camera angle you can cut to next. That lights up green. And then what's actually live is red, because that's your live one, right? I can see the red lights. I can even tell what's red versus a white light, but I can't see the green light at all. I can't see.
Oh, I cannot see the green light. I mean the red lights at all, but I can see the one green light.
Oh, okay. So you can see 4.
I can see 4, but I cannot see any. I can't see one, and I can't see any of the little ones that were lit up on the side.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Because we're debating what's the better laser goggles.
Right.
And I like them both in all different ways, but so right now my favorite ones are the blue-green ones.
Yeah.
Because they have the most like colors or contrast. It has no colors. It has no contrast, but it feels like it does. I'm in the jungle.
You're in the jungle.
You know,
Welcome
it's
to
a
the
filter
jungle.
that they put on the jungle.
Right.
I feel like they have the CP ones, and then you're in Mexico or Australia.
So right now we're just cutting out, because they can see it. These are etching lines, right? So I'm writing in notations, what's front, what's back. We've got little tiny marks that are going to be registration marks. And then this line is like a fold line for the piece for when it goes together. So all it's doing is just etching these lines into the foam. It's not cutting yet.
You have top chat on, not live chat, just so you know.
Well, thank you.
Because it's like, oh, nobody's in the chat. I don't know if it'll change anything. Oh, wow, it changed a lot.
Yeah. Yes. August Xavier is here. Hello. Heyo. Oh, you tell Felicia about the pattern app I showed you. Yes, Lewis.
I saw that. I was kind of
did.
excited about it.
Yeah. So there's a pattern app that Lewis showed me called Plushie. And what this app does is you can upload an STL, or no, an OBJ. It doesn't want an STL. STL and OBJ are file formats that save a three-dimensional object with basic information. And so it wants to work with object files or OBJ files. And you can upload one of these files, and it actually prefers low poly, to the program. And kind of like Pepakura, it will then cut that file into an optimal pattern for making a stuffed animal or a plushie animal. And
I love living in the future.
I want to make a plushie head.
That's what in my head, I'm designing my own head. I'm like, that would be such, yeah.
Yeah, I want to make a
We
plushie
should
head.
take this break and do that as a live stream.
That'd be fun.
Let's make let's make our heads.
Make our own heads, make a plushie version of like an oversized bobblehead or chibi version of our
I
head.
was thinking, like those Barbies where you just make them out of, we can make them out of fabric or we could do them out of foam. But,
okay.
Like, so we have a head, like they need.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like a head.
Where I was thinking, like, I wanted to make a head I could put on, like a Godzilla or something that I could put on.
Okay, I was thinking like a head base.
Yeah, okay.
So we could have a head.
Right.
That is our head size, so then you could put heads on it.
We could do that.
I know you have multiple versions of that, but he has.
I think I would rather scan the head with either one of the 3D scanners that Chakram had bought. Actually, I think they bought one and one got sent to us. I'd love to scan heads and then just print them, and that way it's a harder material that I can pattern off of instead of a plushie.
Yeah.
But to do a Godzilla or some other character, anybody, I don't know, and just make, like a mascot head, like an oversized, but as kind of a fluffy plushie, I think that'd be cool. And there's another idea I had for doing that with printing a TPU base and then adding foam or fur on top of it, but haven't quite done that yet either. But that also involves getting an STL.
Kind of done those working at the costume shop. I made a lot of those mascot heads.
Uh-huh.
And I've repaired a lot of those mascot heads, especially Easter bunnies. They get punched right here in the jaw a lot.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like
Easter bunnies are freaky.
I have fixed so many Easter bunny jaws that there's this one fabric hot glue that makes like the perfect plastic.
Oh, okay.
That I just gotta weld it back together, and it's more solid, and usually breaks in another place when they punch them. Anyways, but I think doing a big head could be a lot of fun, and it's not like we haven't been asked that before.
Right. Oh, hey, we're cutting.
Oh, it's actually popping up. Okay.
We're cutting now. So one of the fun things, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Steven Spielberg's movie from 1977. The very end of the movie, gray aliens show up. Spoiler. And on set, they have all the little gray aliens run around. They had kids in costumes, right? So they had these big rubber, like Halloween type masks that you put on the kids, and then a bodysuit to be these gray aliens. And they very quickly found out, thank you, that little girls were way better than little boys in the costumes, because the little girls were okay to behave and be the aliens and run around, whereas as soon as
I'm just gonna take it out.
oh, they take the other ones out. Whereas as soon as he put boys into these alien costumes, they just wanted to karate chop each other in the head. And there was plenty of times they had to punch the eyes back out because they punched the eyes in. I think we got one more cutting up here.
Yeah, but these ones are popping up, so I'm like,
Yep.
do not get stuck on it.
That's good. I did raise the head a little bit on this, so to try and clear it. There we go.
Yay, pieces. So clean. Look at that.
When focusing a laser, you raise it up and down, and there's like an optimal space to be.
Oh, wow. Everything's colorful.
Uh-huh.
Welcome to Oz. This is how the wizard tricked everybody with green glasses, and now all of a sudden it's...
So I'm going to go from red to these, and... Oh, yeah, that's weird. Before your eyes adjust.
Welcome to hell.
Yeah, welcome to hell. Rip and tear.
Right, my eyes are now like, what the?
So anyway, yeah. So even it's just something that I mean, I'm sure girls punch the Easter Bunny too, but it's something boys just do. It's like, I'm gonna punch the thing.
Oh, I coached little kids in gymnastics for like 15 years.
Right, you're well aware.
We're aware of how little kids play. It's fun.
Lewis is saying maybe the app will work with the laser too. Yeah, it will actually. The big trick though is it would work really well with low nap furs, but it will scorch the shit out of a heavy length of fur.
Yeah, because like yes, you can get the back, and you're supposed to get the backs,
Yeah.
but as soon as it gets in there and go,
yeah, it's just going to torch all.
It is just the
all the synthetic
environment
hair
to
is just
burn.
going to. So yeah, that I have not worked that much with the fake fur. I've done a little bit, and I do agree that if you
cut it out,
cut it with a razor on the backside and not with scissors, then it's best for keeping the length of the hair.
Oh, 100%. That's how you cut fur traditionally.
Okay.
So I can't see you cutting just the back, but you'd have to do a lot of figuring it out, if that makes any sense. Like, because I'm wondering if you could spray it with some like Tresemme heat-resistant spray.
Okay.
You know the stuff that they do so your hair doesn't burn.
Oh, just in general
to pre-treat the burning of the fur issue.
Okay.
So we're not creating an environment where it just,
Okay.
So, like, I see these problems feel like are solvable.
Yeah.
I can't help myself, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to. Like, I get it. Like, but cutting fur with the laser makes a lot of sense, but I can see the issues that would come up with it. But we have these pieces. And I have them hostage, and we're putting them together with super glue.
And I'm looking at this one, which you flattened.
Sorry, I was playing with it too much.
It's okay. It's still doing fine. I think I will commit to super glue for this first one, but already mentally I'm thinking I got to take care of the context of it because that's what I do. Whatever.
It's your branding. It's his image.
Yeah. All right. I know those will be fine, but it's funny that I pick them up and look at it and go, "Wow, these are way smaller than I thought they would be." That's
My
also
head
part
is
of it.
Much tinier than your head.
Is trying to walk them together. I think I am going to have to go with
contact cement.
Contact cement. That was a flat thing that was easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And gonna need to get the planishing stake, which thankfully is right there, so I can get things rounded.
The planishing stake. It sounds like a medieval torture device, but
Almost. It's a medieval armoring device.
it's for planishing.
Yeah. It's you have a flat piece of foam, and all you want to do is introduce a compound curve into it. And so this is pretty much all you have to do with the foam.
You smoosh it, and then you smoosh it.
Yeah, you smoosh it.
And then you smoosh it.
And now I have a compound curve that is more
head-shaped
than it was. This is nowhere near the right compound curve I need, but I've introduced one, and that helps a lot.
And it's putting the curve to the center of the piece than
Yep.
just on the edges when you're like forcing it.
Now, when you're working with floor mat foam or thicker foam, you really have to do this because otherwise the pieces have too much stress when you're trying to glue them together. Yeah. She has experience with that. I don't want to do that. All right. Or I forgot to tell you. I can't remember how that worked out.
I think
Doesn't
we just
matter.
forgot it. It was
Okay.
so much. We were figuring out a lot in that
Yeah.
project.
Making a body form from was it a live stream or was that a
No, it was just
a
me
video?
working on it.
Oh, just you working on it?
Yeah.
Making your own sewing dummy.
I made my own dress form out of floor mat foam, and I stuffed it with like plastic garbage bags. But you know now they're illegal, so.
We used to get plastic. Well, shopping bags are illegal. We used to get plastic garbage bags.
Yeah, but it's plastic garbage bags. But that's what it was stuffed with. Was the
okay.
kind that you get so many from the grocery store, and
from
you're
the grocery store.
overwhelmed, and
Yeah.
it's like,
Those
what
are
do you do
illegal.
with all the plastic
Yeah.
bags? And I figured out what I would do with them, and then like I was surprised at how like they compacted.
Yeah.
Like, because I thought I had like tons and tons of them, and then I compacted them into the dress form. And I was like, that was as much as I thought. But now it's like,
J-Man Fett Cosplay 1998 says, "Hey Odin, will you be doing a build since Screen 7 is coming out?" Hadn't considered it. Suggesting the Buck 120 hunting knife. Ghostface's knife would be cool. That would be cool. I'm actually not against that. The Buck knife, a Rambo knife.
Right?
Yeah. It's like,
that's up your alley.
that's cool.
It's not a pew pew.
It's not a pew pew. That's the problem. I want to make James Bond's Walther PP7. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Guess what's going to happen? YouTube isn't going to show it to anybody because it's a gun.
The effort won't be worth it.
No, it's not. But
that might be
that's
worth
not too bad of an idea. All right. So I think that was somewhat successful.
I feel like none of the pieces are burned and it didn't get moved around, so I think we have good place.
So I think we need
Yay,
to continue with putting more parts on.
Okay.
And getting the rest of these pieces cut out. And then finding some contact cement. In fact, there's only 4 pieces left.
Nice.
And
just so you know, never leave a laser unattended while it's running.
Correct.
Ever.
And why is that, Felicia?
Because you'll toast all the marshmallows.
Yes. I can't remember who. One of the people I follow. It wasn't. So one of the other friends I've got that does this type of thing on YouTube and regularly. They had one of these open frame lasers, and they've been using it plenty of times. And they had it set up in a spot in their garage that had an evacuation for the fumes. And they walked in the house, and they came back out to a bonfire. That the foam had gotten caught up in just the right way, and everything was burning. He posted pictures of his ruined laser machine because the foam caught fire, which burnt the plywood, and then the blowing of the fan fed air to it, and it was just, the whole thing was wasted and gone. But he caught it in time not to lose the garage, but still. Everything else was ruined. Why? Because you're burning stuff. Yeah, so
it's like candles. You don't leave a candle unattended. You don't leave a laser unattended. You don't leave the oven unattended. Well, you can set it and forget it with like a crock pot.
Right. Apparently I didn't do the whole copy thing very well. Copy. Paste. There we go. Okay.
Oh, that is the cutest little helmet Soul Edge is wearing.
You like that? So yeah, it's this little tiny helmet up here. Hey Dan, thank you. I found the that was one of Dan's prototypes for the newer Lego Crash helmets. Yeah, that's the right type of helmet for his Blacktron spaceman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spaceship.
And he was nice enough to give me one. I was like, that's pretty cool. Still want to make Lego people. Still want to make more Lego minifigs. Okay, we want to
them a little closer together.
Yep. It's still. There we go. And how much space do we have over there? Not a lot. Okay, I'll just figure that out.
Push that down when the laser goes back to where it belongs.
There. I'll rotate this one. Probably should open the door up, give us some
fresh air.
Some fresh air, because I was just talking about, poke some holes in the box. I was just talking about ventilation and realizing, yep, garage is shut up tight.
Fresh air. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sure that's going to be a lot of help. All right. So all that put in, and now I can. How do I want to do this?
I don't know. Those holes are still there, but you don't have to put them.
I will just. No, I can delete those. That's fine. I can
because you don't
undo
need
and
them.
get those to come back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm expecting to have to do this again.
Right. Eventually.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
So if I put this down in about the same spot it was for that part, now I'm going to frame it, and I am going to watch the laser because I want to see where it's going to go. And that's off. Because now what you can't see on this side of the laser, there's a little acrylic window that helps shield from if you happen to look down when you don't have any glasses on. But it has enough protection that at 0.05% power, I can't see the laser at all. And I keep questioning, is it on? So I have to look underneath and actually at the point, and then, oh yeah, okay, it's on.
Staring at lasers. We're
Yep.
going to be laser glasses. Thank you.
Probably okay, but all right. Let's do this. Let's delete those and just frame that one guy. Oh right, that's not gonna work. Okay.
That was not successful.
No, that was not successful because it's just going to cut from where it's at and not from. So that was
Do you
not
want to
successful.
move it?
Probably just cut them out one at a time. Let's just be more careful with it.
Okay.
Lasers. Okay. We'll cut out this banana. Go. Comments! Which is the comment button? There it is. Wow, that was very different. Monkey Cosplays is here saying, hi, Odin Felicia.
Hello, Monkey Cosplay.
Ralph Morrick says that I own the original limited edition Rambo 3 knife with Stallone's signature on it. So if you need reference pictures and measurements, let me know.
Sounds like this is an approved of project.
Sharp Shot Effects says, I'm in the middle of organizing my workshop, and it feels so liberating having all this space. Got a TV set up down there so I can watch you and paint my Vecna cosplay. Sweet!
Yeah. I definitely appreciate having podcasts and things on in the background while I'm working.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
When I was shooting my videos, I couldn't have any of that kind of stuff on because I couldn't have the audio on, right? But when the cameras weren't rolling, oh yeah, I was watching Tested, and I was watching all sorts of stuff while working. Oh yeah.
Right? It's like, this is crafting time. Put on, we're working on projects, you can body double, that parasympathetic relationship.
The parasympathetic, yes.
Sympathetic, no.
It's fine. Yes. Parasitic, no, I don't know.
Parasitic.
It's fine.
But, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Do all the projects. Oh my gosh, I got an idea for the project the other day, and I'm like, geez Louise, now I have to make it, because now it's in my head, and it's not going away.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
Anybody else that happened to? Because, geez Louise, it's a...
Yeah. Yeah. Oh good, we're already cutting it. Look at the smoke.
This is why I keep coughing.
Yeah.
I'm like, geez Louise, my
Well, there's that, and I was laser cutting all the styrene to make droid parts, and then sanding out here, so there's like fine styrene dust all over everything. I vacuumed the laser before he showed up, and I tried to vacuum the chair.
I'm like, I'm not sick, but I keep coughing, and I'm like, geez. That would make sense. That's pretty toasted.
Wow, that's really toasted on the backside.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Wow,
it was getting a lot of air in there. And it was burning while we were talking.
So maybe we didn't have the air system, so maybe you don't need to have it at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of
crazy. Air and fire makes it burn more.
Who knew?
It's fuel to the fire.
The little selector point to the knob is off.
Like the air assist does help, but also sometimes it's like you don't need that big of a...
I actually kind of want to cut another one of these. Sorry.
You're fine. We just got to cut all the pieces.
Make the mask. Here's the mask.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Okay. Undo. I'm going to try and reposition parts. Sorry, this isn't that exciting.
You can't even see the screen.
Nope. Can't even see the screen. Don't even have it set up to be able to share. And even if I ran the HDMI out of the laptop and into the switcher so I could switch over to it, this laptop refuses to duplicate the desktop. It'll only extend the desktop. Right? I don't know if you guys have played with multi-monitors with any kind of laptops before, but usually I have to fight the laptop to not duplicate the display so I have the same image on both monitors. This one just won't do that.
It's obstinate.
It's obstinate.
On purpose. No.
Yes.
It knew you would be bothered.
Hates me. Yeah.
And so therefore decided I am going to not.
So it'll be about here. There. Knowing that it's going to cut effectively out of a box, all I have to do is make sure, because I can see the laser point on this side. So I'm sighting up with the laser point that I'm going to be over the foam, right? So I'm not going to be past the point, my meat's in the way. So I'm making sure that I'm on the foam and not over the mesh. But then with the nozzle, we have this edge up here where I would miss. So I'm making sure I'm north of that, right? So that becomes my starting point. Is I'm on the foam. Dang it. I'm on the foam and I'm above the foam. Anyway, I ended up fighting myself on screen and losing the point I was trying to make.
Did you just push burn or did you map out?
It's a map out.
Okay.
Which actually isn't that space conscious for the pieces, but
that is popping up, isn't it?
Yeah. This one, thankfully. So this is the Atom Stack A70. Double checking I'm saying that right. A70 Max.
Yeah, the Max.
The laser on this is more forgiving than some of the smaller laser cutters I've worked with. The Sculpt Fun and the Atom and one of the other ones. Anyway, whatever. They're real finicky. You need to be right where the focus point is for the lasers. Basically, a diode laser has a set focal point, and you need to have your laser adjusted so that focal point is on your material, or else you're going to either cut a wider line or just burn a path and not actually cut what you want to cut. Because as the laser comes out of its element, it focuses to a point, but then the light continues and it starts making this hourglass shape on the backside. So when you're cutting bigger materials, you can actually end up with a wedge cut, right?
Hence the issue with fur.
Yep, hence the issue with fur. Exactly. This thing is forgiving enough that its focal guide simply says, we got these multi-step things. It's way over here. It's out of focus, sorry. Got these multi-step things where it says this one here, anything you want to cut that's less than 20 millimeter, that's fine. You want to cut anything more than 20 millimeter, go ahead and aim here. You want to just engrave, put it up here, which is like way more wiggle room than I'm used to.
Right? Because you had those little bars that needed to be exact.
Yeah, I had those little bars that just exactly what it needs to be. The X-Tool laser over here wants to know how thick is your material so I can set my focus right. And it refuses to start if you don't have an integer in there. It won't. Hey, give me a number, dude, or I ain't gonna do nothing. All right.
Yep. This one has a 3-step program.
Yes. Glasses are on. Yeah, it does have a 3-step program, doesn't it? I just caught that. All right. Good. It's only 12:30. Good. There's hope that we'll actually get this done. And Nixon says, "Wait, what? Did I miss it? Did you guys decide to change your mind? You're doing the pink Psycho Ranger instead?" I hope somebody gets that reference. I don't. Sorry. What I did see, it was all over Reddit, and then I actually saw it somewhere else. Super Sentai Rangers or Super Sentai Ninja or whatever the name it is that the show's been in Japan, that the footage that got used for Mighty Morphing Power Rangers, right?
Oh yeah, I saw that on Reddit.
Yeah, I didn't know this. It's 50 seasons, right? Or it's coming up on its 50th season. So since the 70s, they've been making these shows. It is either, and this is what no one can figure out, going on hiatus or being canceled. And it might go on hiatus to be reworked and then come back out as something new.
Okay.
But after 2,475 episodes, or 72 or something. Yes, I think it is. Or no, may not be more than One Piece. It's more than Bleach. But after 2,000 episodes, yeah. But there's a video where they have, we would know them as the Red Ranger, are all lined up down a hallway, and someone's coming down and high-fiving all of them, and it just keeps going. All these Red Rangers. But that's not, I'm not using the right term at all.
There are so many
Red Ninjas
versions
or
of them.
whatever.
Yeah. Well, to us, they're the Rangers.
Yeah, to us, they're the Rangers.
They're the OG Rangers.
Right. But I know that there are definitely fans out there that would be upset for me calling them wrong.
Right.
Yay, Psycho Rangers! Okay. So Stupid Monkey got Ad Vixen. So, perfect! We're going to make Power Ranger stuff, and they canceled it! No, they didn't, but yeah, maybe they did.
Even if they did, we're still doing the OG one.
Yeah, we're still doing this is fine. Power Rangers isn't going anywhere.
It's on fire!
Is it?
There's fire.
Oh, wow, it is on fire.
It's cutting though. It does the fire right before it all pops out, so.
So that's what's happening on the backside.
Yeah, there's fire.
Okay.
You should show them the other camera angle, see if you can catch the fire. I don't think any of them show it. Oh, that one does. See? Fire.
Yeah. So that's what happened with the last one.
Fire.
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 And it does have it's supposed to have a flame sensing unit.
But that's not like that big of a deal, fire.
No, but still, it burns the foam is the problem.
Yeah.
So you can, on the boomerang, you can see where the fire was. Like here,
but it wasn't having that issue. I think it really is because there's more air that gets trapped up in there when it starts to puff up.
Yeah, or it could also be, the screen.
Yeah, or that's nice and toasted, pre-toasted, so you got that charcoal and it.
It's also an indication I should turn the power down. I should either turn the power down or turn the speed up.
Yes.
That it's lingering too long in one spot.
I think a little bit of both.
A little bit of both? Okay. I hadn't figured out my oh, they didn't see me almost fall. I hadn't figured out my cut settings for the 3mm black foam yet.
Okay, so we're just kind of going on vibes here.
And Dixon says, forget the roof, the foam is on fire. So.
It's fire, yes.
Oh, yeah, no wonder.
Did your settings go back to, like...
My settings changed.
Okay. Oh, I'm taking these off for a second.
Oh, no wonder. I thought, okay, the settings are color coordinated, and as I copy paste from, bragging about how great and fun it is to be able to copy and paste from,
Lightburn.
Thank you. And Inkscape.
Inkscape, yeah.
This one, it didn't, watching Daniel Hand or a spider fall, it changed the color, and it set the laser to 100%.
Oh!
Instead of 20.
I'm glad it only did that much fire.
Yeah, I'm glad it only did that much fire as we talk about fire.
Safety first, people. You have to be aware of these things. This is why you don't do it unattended or distracted.
Right.
Try not to, at least.
So it's going to assign it that color? Oh, you assigned all of it that color, so no, I can't. Okay. So I'm going to have to zoom in. I have to get the zoomies. Let's uncroup it so I can get just the
exterior line.
Yeah, just the cut line. There we are. Oh yeah, that's a lot better.
What color are you making that one?
Black, the color that I want it to be. Wow.
It's okay. You're running a whole live stream while we're watching.
Yeah.
And the boring part is when you're on the computer. So the longer you spend on the computer, the more pressure. And we're all watching.
Basically, yeah. Actually, she's not wrong. Mentally, for me, that is it. I'm not being a good host. I'm not doing it. I'm focusing on.
I just got like.
No,
anyways, I'm calling you out, and I'm sorry.
No, you're not wrong. I actually don't care that you're calling me out, quote unquote. I don't feel like you're exactly teasing me or anything.
Nope. Just.
Okay,
Welcome
so
to the live stream.
Over.
It's the glories and the boringness of crafting, but we get it.
Yeah.
This is why you always want to do things not live, because
right.
Don't talk about all the boring parts. Don't talk about all the... There's a lot of clicking involved.
There's a lot of clicking involved.
And paying attention and those little details. 100%.
So yesterday I got to go talk at
high school?
A high school, yeah. It was.
How'd that go?
That was great. It was about inspiring youth for doing media production. And so they wanted me to come in with whatever authority I have on YouTube and talk about YouTube. So I just kind of rambled, because that's what I do, right? Which no one really cared. It's like, do whatever. It's like, all right.
Did they ask good questions?
They asked great questions, and there was something I was going to talk about, and I lost it.
It's okay. You're like in the middle of trying to figure out the next burn after making a mistake. But you went and talked to the kiddos?
And one of the things I remember telling them that I've got really good response on, as far as what to expect to do. If you want to go out and make videos, especially if you want to make like DIY videos, show your mistakes. That I've had more positive comments on my videos about showing how I got out of a mistake, instead of only ever having a perfect project.
Right.
That had more value to the viewers than just perfect projects. Yeah.
Right? Because when you're making mistakes, you're like, who made the same mistake and how did you fix it? Because
that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
And and that makes sense to me that had
Yep. And also sometimes it's like people forget the invisible labor that goes into crafting.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff that happens to make the magic.
I'm going to frame it.
Okay. Don't look at lasers, kids.
Right. I'm not, Mom, I'm not. That should fit. I'll do it one more time. No, I am. Okay. Yeah, I can certainly see the
curvature
of the foam, yeah. So I'm going to cut out 2 boomerangs. They're going to fit within the spot. I've got my settings more right.
More right, people.
More right. Well, these ones burnt, right? Because these ones are running at 100%.
Yeah, they're pretty crispy.
This one's not that crispy.
No.
And this one's really not crispy. I guess it's got a little bit.
These ones are crispy. These ones don't feel crispy.
How about the first one?
That one didn't feel crispy. It looked clean.
It's got a little bit of burn on it. Okay, let's just go ahead and turn it down.
Okay.
A little bit. All right, let's go down to 70% instead of 80% power.
Well, you only had to do one pass, not two, like you expected. So you were already on. Yeah.
Well, cutting out styrene, which is highly flammable, I need to go through it like 10% or 8% power for like 5 passes to cut through it, so it doesn't just turn into goo.
Interesting.
Yep. Okay, so we'll hit start and we'll look at comments.
How does lasers do on foam core?
Because
that's
good.
a different top and middle versus bottom.
Yeah, well the middle doesn't give any resistance at all.
So you're just cutting the top and the bottom?
Yeah, around the front, underneath the other side of the laser, in a box, is some foam core that I cut.
Okay.
And it cuts it just fine. I've got some big pieces of foam core over there. They're leftover artwork that work didn't need anymore. That I've used for doing cut stuff with. It cuts great.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just kind of thinking about all the different things you can cut with a laser.
Yep.
How does leather do?
Stinks.
It stinks, I bet.
But it does cut. You can cut and you can etch with lasers. In fact, I've got some patches I picked up at a con that they had some, it was thin leather, but they went through and etched the detail on the inside and then cut the outside and cut all the little holes for stitching. And then came back with leather paint and painted in the colors. And it looks great. It actually looks really good. So.
All the things you can do.
Dodo Lopez here saying lasers!
Yep. This, like, I love, like, how my hands don't hurt cutting with lasers.
Yes.
Because, like, scissors, you get those repetitive wear and tear. Lasers, it's doing the hard work.
I love cutting with a ruler and a razor knife. And I don't know how many times I've trimmed my nails or cut myself because I've just got a little bit past the ruler. Yeah. Worst case, I smell like burning.
Right? My eyes, don't stare at the laser.
Yeah, don't stare at the lasers. Wow, D-Gamer says, finally caught up with all your live videos except one. Really? You've watched the entire backlog? Dude, thank you.
Super fan.
That's amazing.
I'm like, I barely show up. I haven't been here for all of them.
Yeah, same. I might even be on screen, but I'm not here.
That's impressive.
VPoon88, who's watching in the past, is saying, if the James Bond Walter PPK is a no-no prop for YouTube, what about the Van Helsing crossbow? That's fine. Crossbow's fine. It's firearms. YouTube, generally speaking, doesn't like firearms and doesn't like gun-shaped objects. And for small-time channels, it's a killer. Basically, you put the amount of effort that I have to put in to say make a basic Walter PPK at this point, because I would do it with the lasers, and I know how I would cut it and do it, versus the knife from Scream, and I know how I would cut it and do it. And I'm sorry, it would be lasers. Because I even know how I could do the knurling that goes around the handle.
You've thought about this.
Yeah, I've done it. It's like, oh, I know how to do that. So the amount of effort is very much the same. But what's going to happen is the James Bond pistol will get restricted monetization. That means that 18 years and older are the only users that it'll show it to. You're supposed to give your age, right? So if you lie, you lie. But for those who are being honest, if you're under 18, you won't get to see my video. It won't show it to you. As well as it restricts which adverts it will play on the video itself. And it does it to such a point that basically, it's doing the weird unhappy camera thing.
Not even here to blame.
Yeah. It does it to such an extent that it's just not worth making the videos. Basically, imagine, assuming you guys have got jobs or you guys have had jobs. So imagine going to work for a week and then your boss says, yeah, I'm not going to pay you. And that's kind of what ends up happening. Almost that bad. I mean, you still get paid, but it's like going to work for a week and getting paid for the first hour. It's that bad. So, can't do firearms. Sorry. Sucks. Because what are half the video game props? Now there's ways to get around it. Things are blasters. Things are beam whatever rifle, but you want to. Yeah, the beam saber is okay, but you want to avoid certain keywords. But what's funny is even phasers and everything else. I don't know exactly what it was that William Shakespeare used, but William Shakespeare is one of the first ones that really pointed this out that I noticed. He made the foam banana phaser from Orville.
Oh. Right?
Totally not pistol shaped really at all. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's because it looks like a high tech banana. It got demonetized because it was a pistol. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he tried to fight it. There's no fighting YouTube.
No.
You're screaming at the wind. You're screaming at clouds. No one's paying attention. And that 0007 says, "Hello all."
Hello.
Daniel Knight is here. Greetings.
Greetings.
It's like we went wonky again. Advic says, asking if we prefer crispy chicken or grilled chicken. I mean foam.
Crispy.
James is a Sub-Zero says, when you show how to make a mistake and then fix the mistake, it'll bring more people to you. People like to see how others fix mistakes so they can learn. Yeah.
And also, like when you see it and it's just like step 1 magic, step 2 magic, step 3 magic. You know, like you get that there was stuff that happened. Here, let me go do the boring stuff off camera. Like,
nope, it's flaming up again.
I'm gonna pull that piece so that it. Oh, sorry.
It's not done yet.
Yep.
It's all right. All right.
Don't get caught. I don't think it's gonna get caught.
It got caught. It's okay. How bad are the scorch marks in the back?
You be the judge.
Well, it's fine. That's the front. Oh, that's not bad. That's like
this
the other
one's
ones
toastier.
Are. That one is toastier.
Yeah, it has a toasty spot, but right where it was like still hot from the other side. Oh, right there.
Yeah. It's just part of adjusting the settings. Mm-hmm. Hello, I missed the last stream. What did I miss?
I missed
Set
it too.
fire to rain, not the foam. Ralph Morris wants to make the Vortex Beater from Tyrannia. That is also put into Pow World. Would look awesome in foam with LED lights. Cool.
Yay, projects. But also, projects.
Right, so let's reduce this down to 50% power and maybe even cut it a little bit faster.
Sounds good.
Because it's doing just fine because it's
right?
It's 3mm black foam, right?
It's popping right out. A-okay. Yeah.
All right, so...
Yeah, this was the toasty marshmallow spot.
We got those parts. That's fine. We'll just still glue this one together because we'll try a lot harder when it comes time to...
we need to get it together and an idea of what we're going to do, roughed out, and then we can make the fine adjustments.
Yes, we do.
There's reasons that you sketch out a thumbnail before you do a full sketch, before you do a refined sketch.
Yep.
Work out your patterns and your processes.
Yep.
But it's okay to rough it out.
It's the bottom shape. It's pretty square. Mm-hmm. If I flip that around, I might be able to get it to fit in the void a little better.
Look at you being resourceful.
Well, yeah, I have a lot of foam I'm going to throw away. I don't want to just... I had to pay for this.
Right?
I didn't have to pay a lot for it, but I had to pay for it.
Right? No. I love that at least foam, you don't have a grain line to fussy cut around.
Right. Very much agreed on that. So...
Because that's where the only thing in my head, I'm like a little bit of panicked of, oh, if you twist it, you know, it needs to line up. Where are our lineup points? And you don't have to do that on foam.
Nope. That's fine, that's fine.
Don't stare at lasers, kids.
That's how far they can come down a little bit. Alright.
Alright, laser time.
Laser time. It's like hammer time.
I was thinking like tool time.
Okay.
It's laser time.
Cut might be out of bounds. Oh, we're fine. Okay.
It's judging you.
Oh, it's totally judging me. Kelky. I love the smell of burnt foam in the morning. Yeah, Shockroom's got a pretty good idea that also would cut down on some of the smoke and fumes, which is having a mesh over a vacuum table to help hold the parts down. And that would probably work. Especially a fine mesh like this. Just have a hole cut somewhere. You would have to lay down some papers and things to block things off. But no, that would keep some of the on these finer foams. Yeah.
Right? I'm wondering how I could rank that.
Right. Yeah, especially for you at work.
Not that I need it yet, but you know, interesting solutions to weird problems.
Yeah. I think one of the things I need to do is exercise my contact cement. Because this
it's gotten thick. It's like
troll
bogies.
It is totally troll bogies. So got my cans of over here in the spot.
Museum Dave says, I have always felt making something is about a series of problem solving. What materials, process, finish, how do I fix this? That is the interesting part. Not watch me do this thing flawlessly. I agree. And I love that there's a million ways to solve any problem. And just because I solved it doesn't mean that that's the way that you solve it.
No. And I agree that the project is a series of problem solvings, puzzles. And there's a point where I almost have to have a puzzle like that, or else I lose interest in the project, right? I know how to do that. I almost immediately don't have interest in it anymore because I know how to do that. But if I'm going to do something that I know how to do 90% of it or 95% of it, but there's this weird thing that I want to figure out, that is a spark and a driving thing for me to do a project. And I know that's the case because as soon as that's solved and it worked, the rest of it's freaking work getting it done.
I can totally agree, and I see that. But you know what I also find motivating?
What's that?
Avoiding a project that I don't know how to solve yet or I don't want to work on. All of a sudden, my house gets really clean.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like sometimes when there's a part of a project that I'm stuck on and I'm avoiding, I will go do everything that I don't want to do instead of doing it.
Doing it. Okay.
Yeah. Like.
Oh, wow, that sat for a while. It's separated. You need to use your contact cement more often, Mr. Rabbit.
You haven't done projects in a while.
Yeah, apparently not. Well, let me,
I don't think you should do that over the laser cutter.
No. I'm going to set that over here. Well, here, what I'm going to do, and I can go ahead and not mix it first. What I wanted to do is I wanted to, you know...
Show them?
Exercise my foam, my glue, whatever, I don't know how to put it exactly. What I was going to do was take what is in here is a little bit older, a little bit dried out. I was just going to invert this and let the thick, you know, troll bogies drain back into all the good stuff, which in a way is like, don't do that, you're polluting the good stuff. But I can even top it off with a little bit of xylene, mix it up with a paint stick, and I'll have a bunch of really healthy...
It's not like you have to eat it.
No. What's going to happen is I'll get like wonky solids I don't want mixed into my glue, but it's still...
But when you add the solvent, it dissolves those solids.
It can dissolve those, or, I mean, if something like non-glue got in there, but whatever.
Makes sense.
Whatever.
Oh yeah, all the little foam bits that get stuck and trapped in dust and things.
Yep.
Contaminants.
Contaminants!
It's called texture and tooth. There you go.
Contaminants! DJ Stumpy's here, just checking in. Yay, huffing time! Yeah, pretty much. So, I believe this is going to be the last part. I think. Oh, well, unless
Did you get all the pieces? I thought we got all the pieces.
This is all. Well, there's one more bit. This is the side of the head. This is one more big side of the head.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta be. This is the
right
burn. Side. So, one last left side to burn, and I'm still tempted to
get another banana.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't care, but I kind of do.
It's okay. This is not the final product. This is just.
Yeah, but if I cut another, we might be able to use it still. But if it.
Will we be able to use it?
I don't know.
No, it's okay. Like we might. But then it'll be toasty and we'll be fine. And we'll just kind of like add some glue and smoosh it together. I don't know.
All right.
Some foam clay. I don't know. Cut a whole nother one out.
That's really what's going to happen because this is, I don't know. This was his file. I did not change the dimensions of his JPEG file. The pattern that we're using, cut all these pieces out, is from another YouTube channel called The Next Decade.
So go check them out if you want to see this done well.
In fact, here's the image. This is a JPEG. It is free to download off of his Super Sentai Helmets webpage or YouTube channel that he did. And so I downloaded it and then traced out all the lines and made all the reference. He used dots. I turned them into reference lines, registration lines for how to glue the stuff back together. These are all the pieces you need to do just the left half to the head. So you cut out 2 of them and you end up with, left and the right side. So that's literally all we're cutting out are all these pieces. And the really, I know it's off screen now, but the really big piece that was off to the side, that was left side, I just got to cut out the right side. And that's all that's left.
Yeah.
And then we can see if we actually
stick it together.
We can stick it together. There we go. We'll go on that one. Frame.
No light yet.
Okay. Yeah, no major light yet. All right. Now I'll have light. We'll do this.
Don't stare directly at the screen, people.
Don't look at the trap, Ray. Okay. Or I looked in the trap, Ray. I think it's actually what the line is, right?
It's already burning.
It's already burning. Why are you burning?
Off burning.
Oh, right, because I'm cutting first. I didn't reverse the
engrave and then cut.
Yeah, the engrave and then cut.
That's not going to go good. Now, this is why we learned about doing the engraving before the cutting, even though it's boring, huh?
Well, it's not that it's boring. It's,
No, I'm just saying, like, it's not as exciting to start with
Right, sorry. I'm also.
No, it's okay. I'm invested.
I'm not
it's
saying
going
anything.
to work.
It should work.
Right? It should work. It should be fine.
It's as long as it doesn't catch itself, as long as it doesn't blow away from where it's at.
Or get hooked on the corner.
Yeah. So, what I keep forgetting about, there's the... And it's done. Stop.
Hey, we got some registration marks.
Yep.
So question, do you want to redo it with the correct order, or is this save enoughable piece that we can glue it together and get a try-on piece?
We can probably save this enough.
Okay. That's the question.
Yep. So Lightburn looks at things in layers, kind of like the way Photoshop does and a lot of other programs. And the colors that it uses and the colors that I want to use for what's a cut versus what's an engraving versus what's an engraving at a deeper depth, things like that, right? You can assign these colors so it knows what's going to happen when things start happening. And Lightburn gives you like options. 30 colors. There's like 30 layers that you can do stuff with. Mentally, for me, especially when working with Inkscape, I like the black line is my cut line. This is my cut line because I'm used to doing that with Sharpie, right? Black is the 0, 0 layer. And when I bring in something all new that into a blank project, where in this case, I deleted the old object and then pasted the new object in there, it puts the black line at the top of the layer line. So that's what it does first. And then it'll do the green line, which is number 3. So 0 and then number 3. Because I like the lime green for what I'm going to... so I have to remember every time that I do this that I've got to flip those. Because I've tried to make, green or some other color be my cut line. And
it just doesn't register.
Yeah, it's... I don't like it.
Okay. So we got to glue.
Yeah. So what's interesting is it actually it flamed on, but it didn't scorch that much of the back.
No. It just started out with the fire.
Yeah. So we have for the back of the head, we got a left side and the right side. We have the right midsection. Oh, here's the back. Okay, I got them arranged wrong. It's going to go this way. So I've got the right midsection, and we've got
Ooh, the smoke.
another right midsection, and we've got a left midsection, and we've got the left top, and another left midsection, because we toasted those pretty good. And I agree with you. And then we have the right top. Then we have, oh, these are the sides. So here's the backs. Okay. So there's a left back and a right back. And then we've got our left jaw and the right jaw. So that feels like all the parts. That looks like that's all the parts. So this should be all the pieces for the helmet.
Okay.
Front, left side, right side. We got registration marks down here, front. So this has got to be where the jaw goes. How does the jaw? So the jaw's going to go
Does
there.
it goes like this?
Yeah, it goes like that.
Okay.
This comes around. That's interesting. It's got. Huh. Oh, does this? Because this comes all the way down the front. Because this comes all the way down the front. Okay. I'll be honest. I'm gonna chuck the burnt boomerangs.
Just so they're not distracting you. They can't
miss
see
the
you.
trash can. Oh.
They didn't see you miss the trash can. They're just watching the pieces we were playing with.
So we have a pair of the burnt boomerangs. These are the ones that are really bad, right? Actually, that one's not so bad. Which one's the worst out of the two? Yeah, that one's way worse. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll take the two burnt ones and throw them away. And that time I made it in the trash can. Last time I did not make it into the trash can. Now I need a stick.
A mixing stick.
Yeah, a mixing stick. A paint stick would be great.
With my little eye.
Yeah, exactly.
There's lots of thingamabobs in here.
Oh, there are. You can start singing Little Mermaid and not be off.
You've got 20. No big deal. You've got more.
Yeah. All right. I got a tongue depressor.
That works.
Okay, we'll use that.
It's a little depressing, but
Yeah. Something about it was on the tip of my tongue if I could just think of it, but get all the stuff out of the way. Oh yeah, huffing fumes. Okay, so at this point, my paint jug is pretty well drained. So I gave it a couple minutes to do that. And we got the brush. I got some snot on the brush. Could we not snot? There we go.
snot.
Oh, good. I can actually reach the bottom of the can.
Trade your sides.
Sure.
This is tool time. Use a drill and a paint spinner.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That would work great. Well, the reason why I'm going for a stick, I can throw it away. I'll be perfectly honest. I don't have to use solvents to clean it and save it. I can throw it away.
Right?
But something to remember if you haven't played with contact cement a lot. And I don't know if I brought this up recently or not. Contact cement is self-solvent, right? The two main solvents that are in this, if you read the instructions or the material safety data sheets, is xylene and that other one, naphtha. And I think it's the other way around. I think naphtha is first, then xylene. And those happen to be the same solvents that are in Plastidip as well. But those are some pretty potent solvents. So something we found out working on Halloween costumes way back in the 90s, we would use those acid brushes, right? Those tin brushes that have the
little plastic?
Yeah, well, it's a metal brush that's rolled,
Yeah.
So it's got a metal stick, and then it's got the synthetic bristles that
Yeah.
they call them acid brushes because they're acid resistant. And they're used a lot for like soldering, for putting on flux, and all sorts of things. So we would use those because they wouldn't melt in the contact cement, because the cheap art brushes, it would dissolve the glue and the tips of the brushes would fall off. But we would set we would use the potpourri pot where it would just be the glue open, and then put the lid back on and set the brushes aside. And the next day, the brushes were popsicle sticks. They were just crusted solid glue. So then, well, these are ruined. We need a new brush. Out of desperation, when we didn't have any new brushes, we just kept using the popsicle stick. It was like, well, I got to do something or this isn't going to happen. After about half an hour, it dissolved the day-old glue, and it worked perfectly again because it's self-solvent. So, yeah, don't panic if your glue brush gets, glued up into a solid wad. Just soak it in contact cement again, and it will soften up and be usable. But then, from experience. And then more experience, we try really hard to have really good seams, especially on a helmet where you got all sorts of stress, because not only have you got this curve, but the pieces are curving this way, right?
So it's pulling in both planes.
Yeah, so it's pulling in both planes, but we will try our damnedest to get that to be a perfect seam. And once it's glued together, we can look at it, we can see that that's a perfect seam. And then you come back with Plastidip, which is naphtha and xylene, and you spray your thin layer of Plastidip over it. And that thin layer of the same solvent makes it go just a little bit. I've seen it so many times. And it took me, I swear, years to figure that out. And the tiniest bit of a barrier will fix that. Just a little bit of house paint or anything else, a little bit of spackle. Very little white glue will put off enough of a barrier.
Oh, yeah, we did white glue for mine because
we did white glue. Yeah, okay. Enough of a barrier that when you come back with a Plastidip, it will dry before it does anything to the glue, and your seam won't die.
Right? Because that's always what you're looking at when you're like being critical of your work.
Yeah.
Look at the seams.
Look at the seams. I finally got it. And also I was realizing that because I'm looking at like my Mandalorian and my ARC Trooper helmets, right? Like, these things look great and it didn't do it, but why did this one do it? Well, because I had put spackle over them and sanded it down, and that gave it enough of a barrier that it didn't open up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Makes a lot of sense.
All right. Now, if I knew where it was, I've got a little plastic. It kind of looks like it's a paint pour thing. I used to be able to buy them at Sears. Can't now. Ace Hardware also sells them, but it attaches to the inside of the paint can, because this glue is basically in a paint can, and it gives you a pour spout. Don't have that, so.
Don't do it over the laser, though.
Well, I'm not going to pour it.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
It's your laser.
Fine. It's more the laser table.
Vixen wants to know what's the longest you did not touch your contact cement before refreshing.
Probably a couple years.
Okay.
It's going to be pre-Odin Makes, but it's been a while. And I think a lot of this refreshing came from Odin Makes, so maybe that's even the wrong way to say it, because I didn't even have the glue pot until I started doing this, and Evil Ted started talking about one of these. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I've got a second one over there because Area 51 gave me one because they bought it. It's like, what is this thing? I can't make this work, because when it came, the top wasn't connected, which makes sense. That's not going to do you any good. So re-glued it. So I've got a second one that I need to put together.
Hey. It'll help at the cosplay repair booth. Oh wait, no,
Yeah,
we don't bring that out, do we?
No, I usually do.
Okay. Yeah, you also put down a rug though. Also.
Yep.
What are you grabbing?
Trying to see if I can't find that bill. It's not in here.
Oh yeah, because it makes it significantly easier.
Yes, it does.
Right.
So I will do the other Evil Ted method.
What is the other Evil Ted method?
He will take a small drinking cup and just scoop and pour.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. So now, as I look around here really quick.
Water bottle and just cut off and use that as a cup?
Probably can do that.
I don't know. Sounds like something I would do.
Oh, it sounds great because that's...
Throwawayable.
Yeah, it feels like less throwawayable than going and getting,
An actual cup.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make that a little smaller so it fits in the can.
There you go.
Some water in there too, because why not? Let me just shake the water out into Felicia's pants. Just a couple of drops. I don't think I got
Right,
much
here's
on
some
there.
paper towels if you need it. Boogers.
Lots of boogers.
Daniel Knight wants to know, the more details for my custom-made Red Ranger outfit, the better.
Yep.
It's all the devil's in the details.
The devil's in the details.
You want things to look professional, finish your edges.
Yeah. No joke, the old Masquerade crew for SAC Anime, it was all about finished edges and whether or not you had lining.
Interesting that a lining is so important.
Oh, well, it came down to, you know, you're looking at a number of cosplays, and sometimes you have the same character competing against each other. So how do you, if they both look great, what's your criteria? Did you line yours? Yes. Did you line yours? No. Okay.
That's very interesting because linings are very important and they're also not important, but you have to finish your edges.
You have to finish your edges.
But lining is a form of finishing your edges.
Okay. That should be fine. Now I do need paper towels because this drips.
Here's one.
Okay. Oh, it is one, isn't it? Thank you.
There's more behind you, I guess.
Mighty Morphin Huffin' time. Sorry.
Okay.
There's more behind me. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh,
blue
the
ones.
blue ones. Yeah, the blue ones that Aria bought.
Yes. I don't know. I'm playing I Spy in here. It's the best I can do.
Yeah, you're doing fine. I appreciate it. You know, I kind of say, well, I am going to need paper towels, and you hopped right up and
Oh, there's
found
another
some.
one. Haha! I'm really good at I Spy.
Oh, good. More cheap paper towels than I buy.
There you go.
Costco paper towels. Quality shop towels that Aria bought. I try to use my Costco towels and save the good ones for...
Free napkins from McDonald's.
Done that, but those also fall apart in a hurry.
Yeah. Different, just,
yeah.
When it's just going to be thrown away.
Yeah.
You throw it away.
Right, like that right now. It's just wasted that quick. All right, now where did I put my lid? Set my lid down over here.
Advixen says, so Felicia, being the pink one, are you permanently attaching the skirt or making it replaceable? Good point, and I really like that because the Pink Ranger is the only one with the skirt.
Okay.
What I like is that the top that I bought pulls down long enough to be the skirt.
Right, you can just kind of fake the skirt.
Exactly,
Pardon
so
me?
I am totally faking that skirt.
Good. I like that plan.
That's what's happening. I'm adding a nice little border because she has that little white band, but that's the plan in my head. Did I leave the stuff here or did I take it home? Oh, it's right there, all ready to go. Hey, guess what? We're live.
Yeah, if you're getting a phone call, hopefully you don't have to run away. Hopefully there isn't like an emergency.
Potential spam.
That is not an emergency. We're trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
There's potentially something.
Hi, I'm at the finance department, and your case just came across, your loan application just came across my desk. I want to let you know that you qualify for $70,000 at a great rate. Please give me, I don't know how many of those freaking phone calls I get.
Daniel Dupree Cosplay Kid 32 says, when I made my Nero cosplay, I made the Devil Bringer and the sword from scratch because the ones that it came with, the cosplay did not look as good, and I think it's better to make better props than store-bought. I feel like there's
a give and take on that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that as a rule, but
Right.
I appreciate there's not having to make something and it already being made and it not existing the way you want it to exist and the props not meeting that standard. That happens and you go, fine, I'll make it myself.
Exactly. Two that are going to be easy for me to talk about because of the experience would be Ghostbusters backpacks and Star Trek phasers. Especially as a kid in the 70s, because I was a kid in the 70s, the Mego Corporation had the license for making Star Trek toys, and they made a Star Trek phaser. They made a couple of different ones, and the one that actually kind of looked like the one from the show was this flashlight game thing that would project images and whatnot. And if you take a Star Trek phaser and feed it until it's like super over big, and then make it blue, because apparently black isn't what you want to make your toy out of, and then change it just enough that it doesn't really look like what it's supposed to look like, that's what the toy was. And that was something that really annoyed me, and that was one of the things that really got me into making my own stuff. Fast forward a few years into I think the 90s, and Playmates comes out with Star Trek phaser toys, role-play toys, right? And so they're making ones that are actually looking authentic to the show. And much like the Ghostbusters backpack, the first rounds that they did at Spirit Halloween, they're about 75%, 80% size. They are undersized. Now, I know I've got a big mitt, but you take something that's a little smaller than it should be, and you put it into my hand that's a little bigger than most of the characters that are on the show, and it looks teeny. And that was a huge disappointment. So, is making it better than store-bought? That's going to depend on
what's currently available.
What's currently available, and what's the size of the person. Wouldn't have a problem being a Starfleet officer with the smaller sized Playmates phaser. Wouldn't have a problem wearing the 75% scaled Ghostbusters backpack. It would look okay, right? If you have no other reference, if Felicia is the only person in the image, everything would look okay. If I put on the 75% backpack, it would look like I had one of those lunchbox backpacks on my back, a little right up in the center. It's like, yeah, no, I'm not going to wear that. I'm not going to spend the money on that.
Right? Like, there's standards.
Yeah.
And it's like, can I build to my standards?
Right.
Or is it better, like, it's just what's available, what's not available.
And the other thing, standards.
And then also, there is fun in crafting. Like, I get projects in my head and I want to make it. I have a new tool. What can I make with this tool? What can,
Right. And also, with my complaining, it's going to depend on what are you expecting to get out of it, right? Mm-hmm. Those things bother me, but if they don't bother you,
right?
Or as a cosplayer,
the camera's not going to see it.
Yeah, or you've got the right pieces. People are going to know who you are, and it doesn't bother you that the scales are wrong. That's a me problem, and it doesn't have to be your problem.
Yep.
So, I don't think that this stuff always sucks, which I think I had that opinion at one point. I don't think this stuff always sucks is a safe thing to say. I don't think that's an absolute statement anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
This looks dangerous. This is still attached.
Still attached? Well, I'll just stop then. I just want a little bit of...
workspace.
Workspace, yep.
Looks very precariously.
It is kind of precarious.
Yeah.
Well, I've unattached enough. Here, I'll just move it entirely. How's that?
It's your laser.
Hey, open to the back of my head show.
Pointed the laser at... No, I'm teasing you.
Yeah, I did point the laser at you.
Huh. Sharp Shop FX says, what's funny is I often forget the packs were made for the OG cast, who are all really tall guys, so 1-to-1 is going to be huge on most people.
Yeah, probably. But they knew it now have a 1-to-1 pack, and it looks great, and I still believe they sell both. I think. Lewis will let me know if I'm wrong on that. But I
love living in the future.
Yeah.
Enough people are like, we want this, and they're like, all right.
All right.
Oh, look
no, we want to...
Where the banana scorched with the 100%. You burned right through that grate.
Yeah, I was seeing
and it's
that.
Following that banana line. That's nice and toasty in that area.
Yeah, I've actually managed to cut through some of the aluminum screen in places, which is amazing, because I didn't think the laser would do that.
Got it hot enough.
And over here, too.
Yeah.
Interesting. And I like how I can still see burn marks from
I'm totally distracted. I was talking about one
stuff.
thing, and then I'm like, look at the burns.
Yep. Ooh, fire.
Fire, the destruction, the laser cutters.
Well, I got the laser out of the way, so let's get the rest of it out of the way. Let's get...
Well, can't you work on this surface? Do you need it gone? Because I feel like moving it would be more of a pain in the butt. Or are you on a roll and you want to finish it?
I'm on a roll.
Okay. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, the main thing
what do you need help with?
Not hurt myself.
Yeah, let's not do that. That's good.
It wasn't too long ago that I hurt myself.
Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, trying to not bend my back.
Yeah, don't do that.
Nope. I was a couple of Sundays ago. Hey, Ralph, are you here? A couple of Sundays ago, I was working on the forging project, actually making a fire forge for melting aluminum.
Ooh, fun.
And was pre-mixing some of the material. Now I'm keeping all this. Was pre-mixing some of the materials into 5-gallon buckets. You know, because to make refinery clay, refinery cements, refractory cement, one of those. It's the cement that can withstand the heat that you need to melt aluminum. There's a word for it, I'm missing it. But it's a mixture of 4 things in certain ratios. That's pretty easy. Because you want like 1 part fire clay, 1 part lime, 1 part Portland cement, and 3 parts sand.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's not that hard to do, and it's all readily available at big box hardware stores. So I was pre-mixing this into 5-gallon buckets, and then not thinking, because it's a 5-gallon bucket, especially once I put a lid on it, I picked it up and walked off with it. By the time you have all those things mixed into the bucket,
how hot?
It weighs 60 to 80 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You're not supposed to just pick that up. If you go look at the buckets, you know, the 5-gallon bucket is built to hold 5 gallons of water, which is going to weigh about 50 pounds. The handles are
it's like picking up a boulder.
Yeah, it's like picking up a boulder. I actually bent the metal handles because it was too much weight on those handles. Sorry. So my back's been really upset with me for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
So what do we need? We have the foam, we have the glue.
We need the planishing stake.
The planishing stake. You move that when you
move
the laser.
It's up there with the
I see it.
eyes. What all I'm going to do really quick right now is work my way through. I'm going to planish. I'm just going to force a curve into all these pieces.
Ralph Mork says refractory cement.
Refractory cement. Thank you. So that's still a project we want to do, and there's still things we want to do that too. You know, it would be awesome to Nordic Gold the Power Ranger coin that goes on your morpher.
Right?
Yeah. I'd asked Ralph to do it, but I can't find the last thing he made and sent over here, so I sure as hell don't want to ask him for any favors.
But go check out his channel.
Yeah, go check out Ralph's channel. Definitely. He's actually had a few videos recently. Ralph does a lot of electronics and metal recycling and reclamation, and then he uses the pieces from that recycled material to forge new things and melt new things. So it's a pretty cool channel. Ralph's a really cool guy.
Yeah. This makes the marks that registration marks more important because you're warping the surfaces and now they need to all line up. So just those things are helpful. I know I like to ignore them and pretend that I don't need them. Right. But they can be a lot of help. Like when I sew in chins, I don't do those marks anymore. I just kind of eyeball it.
Yeah, those will be fine. Yeah.
But like I know enough of what I'm doing.
What's fun
but is they help.
They do help. And this is somebody else's pattern. I redrew it. I traced it. But this is someone else's pattern, so I really don't know how the parts go together. Right? I was reminding myself, oh yeah, these big banana pieces end up going down in front of the face.
Right?
Because I did skim through the video. I didn't watch the whole video. It's 45 minutes long. I didn't watch the whole video. Pretty much because I didn't start until almost 11 p.m. or 11:30 last night. It's like, oh, I need to get this done, and it's already Sunday. And I am making it out of a thin material. This may be a little exaggeratingly thin for a foam helmet, but this is more appropriate for what the Sentai helmets were because they were a few layers of fiberglass mostly, and so they actually weren't that thick, at least from what I've seen. I've seen the inside of, I've seen pictures of the inside of some of the helmets. The guy that I worked with a few times from Mold Life.
This dust is getting to me.
Oh,
sorry. I'm like, I promise I'm not like coughing on you.
No, it's okay. There's dust on the table because I moved the laser.
Yeah, you're fine. But I'm just like, I'm sorry, coughing loud on the camera.
But the guy from Old Life was actually helping to refurbish some of the Red Ranger helmets to do a retrospective on 20 years of the American Power Rangers. And he had pictures of the helmets that he was working on and showing where some of the breakages were from that latch that goes on the side and whatnot. And they were all just fiberglass. They were a fiberglass shell that,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, it's like how our helmets made, so let's just order blank helmets and then make them into ours.
Yep.
Makes a lot of sense.
All right, and then this one, I don't know if I need to bend. So, gonna want the heat gun, which, do I not have one of those out here? Are those all inside?
Did they get packed away or did they get used?
Well,
you don't have the one that's hanging there?
The one that's hanging there? You see one that's hanging?
Right, well, the big one.
Oh, I got that one. I was looking for the battery.
The little ones, yeah, that are more portable, yeah. Makes sense. I spy with my little eye.
Yeah, there's one over here.
Okay.
I've got one. Now I just need a battery.
Well, that's easy. I'll start from the drill because drills always have the batteries.
Okay. I'll grab one off the charger off the wall.
Where it's fresh and fully charged.
And with the big heavy ones. I was going for my Ryobi heat gun because the Ryobi heat gun is a lower temperature heat gun and it won't melt the foam.
Right? From experience.
From experience. Whereas this guy
has scorch marks from me burning the table with it.
Yep.
Ralph Mork says, "Hey, I'll make whatever you need."
Oh, sweet. Ralph, at one point in time, you talked about making the morphing coins. Yeah, that would be awesome, Eventually.
We're starting with the helmet. We gotta get ahead.
Got a head going. Cause we're gonna kind of bounce back and forth on this. Work on the helmet. Work on some fabric parts. Yeah. Because the foam helmet was usually more my wheelhouse, although you're pretty freaking good with this now too.
Right. Having to.
Yeah, having to put up with me for so many years.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll do the helmet, then we'll jump over and do the other pieces.
Yeah, I'll do the other pieces, and then we'll jump back and do the morpher. Because when it comes to building this stuff for foam and the things that Odin likes to build, it's pretty much helmet, morpher, and bow, right? Yeah. Does she have a bow? No, what's her weapon?
Yeah, I think hers is
a bow. Okay, yeah, it is a bow.
Yeah, and I do the outfit. What does she wear? But this is what we were always fighting about. I mean, not fighting, but...
Totally fighting.
About it, Smosh. Is it a prop or is it a costume?
Right.
What pieces are mine and which pieces are yours? And
exactly.
Most of the time was like, I want to do this part. And he's like, I want to do this part.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool, because I didn't want to do that part.
We would totally do that, yeah.
And then our assistant's going, wait, why are you guys doing it this way?
Yeah. We would have somebody else. You can't do that. That's technically wardrobe because I liked the criteria they decided on, that it would be if sunglasses or purse or hat, which could be a prop, if they were they would be wardrobe if the character enters the scene, however, wearing it, then it's wardrobe because it's on a person. But if it's on a hat rack on a table, then it's a prop that the person picks up.
Right? My brain still is going like...
Okay, that's great, but where the hats are stored, I'm going to go into Felicia's area.
Purses are stored in props.
Yeah, they weren't they?
Yeah, purses, I was drilled in. Purses are props. Okay?
Yeah.
So purses were always in props. But yeah, that is the thing. Do you want to do this part or do you want to do this part between us?
Yep, 100%.
Remember when I had to make... Oh, I have to make a whole superhero. I have a helmet. Sweet.
Yep.
I have this piece.
Yeah, they wanted to do an Iron Man effect with a inexpensive helmet, inexpensive superhero, where all the pieces just fly onto them. And so the thought was they'd be magnetized, and they'd yank them all off with filament and play it in reverse, right?
Yeah, I don't even know how it turned out.
I think it was funny is how it turned out.
Right.
It didn't work, but it worked.
Right. Survived it.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Pay attention to... this is going to take a minute.
Ad Vixen says, remember, if this helmet doesn't work, paint it red. Boom, Red Hood comics.
Yeah, basically.
Right? Don't waste the helmet.
No.
Don't waste it. All our effort and work.
Well, that was my thought with wanting to redo the ones that were scorched pretty badly, is that we would still have an egg-faced helmet, or
To
whatever.
build
something with. I mean, if it's too big for you and too small for me, it would probably fit
Fit
Dave.
most people.
Yeah.
From my abnormally small head to your giant head, I feel like it would be somewhere in between.
Yeah, most people are going to fall somewhere in between.
Yes.
Remember, cranial size does not equal intelligence, regardless of what some, maniacs want to talk about.
Oh, right. They must have smooth brains.
Yes, smooth-brained. Okay,
Ridges or lumps. Or
I am going to
valleys
do
or
a double gluing.
because then it will smoosh better.
It'll smoosh better. So something that I, again, saw from Evil Ted where, and I believe he's right, he talks about how the first one kind of seems to sink into the foam, and it's good enough to hold. But if you do the first layer of glue that soaks into the foam, sinks into the foam, and then do a second layer on top of it, that second layer ends up being even more gummy and adheres a lot better. But you also don't get a second chance. When you're putting it together, put it together right the first time.
I'm like, you are totally in your wheelhouse right now. You're like, I got my glue.
Doing the glue, huffing glue, doing the thing.
I've got the foam pieces, they're cut out, and I've got the double layers, and the heat. You are in your element right now.
Oh yeah, this is great.
And I'm just sitting back going, okay.
Yeah.
I'll step up when it's my turn, but you go.
That's fine. Yeah, you've got our friends over there we can keep entertained and talk to. Yeah, when's the last time I worked on a foam project? Ecto goggles, the kits I never got around to making. Yeah, those.
Oh, I thought that was for like a whole demonstration.
It was for a
Did
demonstration.
it not happen?
No, it happened. The demonstration happened, yeah.
Oh, okay.
In November. Right? That was the last foam thing I think I built.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, I did that wrong. I was rushing.
It's okay. We're all watching you.
Yeah, I know. So I put it on wet, and it was thick wet, and then hit it with the heat gun. That causes it to foam up a bit, and because the surface dries, but the deeper layer doesn't, and then it's trying to bubble out through the skin of the surface. Don't
waste it.
Don't waste it. Basically, I'll need to put glue on it again.
Okay. Well, could you just let those sit while you're gluing the other pieces?
Yeah. I was just
Trying to get the double layers going.
Right. There's a.
I'm just judging every move you make, that's all.
That's fine.
Like, why are you gluing it that way? Why are you doing the brush that way? Huh?
Huh? What's going on? Huh?
Why?
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 Because of dry time, I'm trying to have multiple things drying, so when I get bored enough to go back to where I started, it's dry enough to work with. Now I'm looking for one of the puzzle edges. As I step on the drink cup that I cut. Crunch.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Yeah, there's one. Can I have the puzzle edge foam?
Yes.
Thank you.
You don't
Just
want
one.
this?
No, I need that.
He's been down there for a while.
Yeah, he is. No,
Ooh, he's pretty dusty. Dang.
Sorry.
Rough says, get me some good STL files and I'll make as many as you need.
Nice. Thank you.
Advixen says, remember, if this helmet doesn't work, paint it red. Boom, red. Oh, I read that one.
Yep, you read that one.
Daniel Dupree Cosplay Kid 32 says,
nice.
Did you know that when they made the VR Trooper helmets for a virtual reality battle mode scene, they reprinted three Red Ranger helmets since VR Troopers was made by Saban?
Interesting. They were all just Red Ranger helmets? Huh.
And Advent Dragon Creation 786.
Advent Dragon Creations?
Yeah, 786. Says, yeah, that was funny detail for those early Saban shows.
Huh.
Advixen says, the helmet scale is behind you. Captain Marvel and War Machine helmets. Wonder where this will lie.
Those actually aren't behind us. They're stored somewhere else safe.
Right, they're no longer there. But
I don't think so. Is Captain Marvel up there?
No.
No. Just, we got the Red Guardian that Jerry made is up there, but, I think, did Jerry make that or did Cheese make that? Ooh, boy, I could piss off one of my friends now. I think Cheese made that, actually.
Well, Lucky Cosplay says, it feels great to get back to foam after doing stuff like sewing and 3D printing for a while.
Right.
Right, back to your roots.
Yep. And when we're done with the stream, I'm going to go back to playing with 3D print stuff because I haven't brought it out to share it with you, but at this point I'm afraid of getting this done. We have been working on the Astromech. It's not R2-D2, it's actually an R6 unit, so it's got a different type of head. Been working away at doing that. That's what a lot of these other cutouts are that you can't quite see, I guess, because they're right down here.
They see none of the mess.
They see none of the mess, which is good. The plan was I was going to make the full body out of styrene, and then we were going to 3D print all the little bits and pieces. And the more we looked at that, and the more I just made the little shoulder horseshoes that go on R2's arms. It wasn't that it was hard, and it wasn't that it took time, because it did. It actually would have been faster to 3D print them, but then I don't know where the next step of sanding a 3D print versus sanding, how that would lie. But what was ended up happening is they were much heavier. The dense styrene was far heavier than the 3D printed ASA, which is still styrene pieces. So.
But the density was different.
Yeah, the density was different. They were just heavier. So decided to go ahead and 3D print the entire body. So at this point, I will probably still styrene cut the legs because they need to be a little more supportive. Because there's a plan to do the 2-3-2 transition, where an R2 unit's got 2 legs, and then that third leg comes out. So the body has to tilt forward, and the ankles have to tilt. So you have these extra motors that makes the body kind of move forward, the feet back here, and then there's the other leg that comes down that also has a motor on it. And so the legs take a lot more stress. So we're looking at me still doing styrene for the legs to make those a little more rigid and hardy. But the entire rest of it's just going to be 3D printed that we're gonna deal with.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah, which is fine. And so when I'm done with this, probably gonna be working on that project again.
Nice.
That's been a lot of fun to work on. We've been taking pictures, what's going to happen with that is there might end up being a how we made it video instead of how to make it video, right? And after the fact type of a thing.
Okay.
Because we're not
filming as you're going.
No, there's way too much going
pressure.
on. No, none of that pressure.
It's supposed to be fun.
Yes. And it is. It has been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of enjoyment. A lot of it is not even happening in the shop. We've got a little table set up behind the couch, so I can sit there and see the TV and be in the house.
So it's fun?
Yeah, it's fun.
Like it's supposed to be and not a job?
Yes, exactly that. But then, Rambo knives actually sounds like a decent idea, too.
It seems like something that's
completable. Seems like something that's completable. That seems like a weekend project as opposed to...
a month project.
Yeah, something that's going to be more...
Mm-hmm. No, I get it. Carving out time and full-time employment.
Yep. That's a big one.
Right.
So they moved my offices. I'm now working in downtown Sacramento instead of out in a suburban area. If I was still driving on the freeway, it wouldn't have changed my commute much. But because the transit system, the light rail trains, basically an electrically powered streetcar, we call it regional transit. It's got different names all over the place. It's got a stop like a block away from my office. And if I drive a car, I then have to pay to park, as well as pay for all the gas. But they have a regional transit incentive. They have a use public transportation incentive where they'll actually pay for my bus passes. They'll pay for my train passes. I just turn in the receipts at the end of the month. So I'm not paying for parking, and they're paying my train ticket. And I can go park at the train station for free. So all right, I'm doing that.
Nice.
And it doesn't save any time because of waiting for the train and walking, right? But I'm not driving on the freeway, and I'm finding that I'm a heck of a lot less stressed when I get home.
Right? It's amazing how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the jaw?
Yep. And we could still go buy one of those Harlequin masks like you want to get. That's the Harlequin may not be the right word, but there's the mask.
Oh, to get the lips.
The basic, yeah, just to cut the lips out of.
Right.
That still sounds like a reasonable thing
like
to
an
do.
easy enough of a version of it without
Yeah.
having to overthink it.
Will it be dead nuts accurate? No. But for $30, we could buy a really accurate Pink Ranger helmet from Do 3D and 3D print it. And it's on sale right now for $30. They're usually $60. And not against that. The Do 3D products are really cool. They're really accurate. They're well done. They're well thought out. And if someone realizes that something's wrong, they'll update them. You know, so as a site, pretty impressed with them. But is that what we want to do?
I didn't even know it was an option till now.
Oh, it is.
Interesting.
So we can fight our way through this and see where we are in the end, and then make a decision if we want.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Because I'm not against 3D printing it. Not at this point. I used to be. Why? Well, I had a dumb idea when I started my thing, and I said stupid shit. At this point, more recently, I got to actually play with 3D printers in an environment that was poor for 3D printing, and I had nothing but failure, basically. Like the first print would work, and then it would be nothing but failure. So that was not a good experience.
Environment.
Yeah. Now I've got a shop gremlin that knows how to 3D print, knows what to look for, and how to make things work. And we're 3D printing an R2 unit or an Astromech unit with an advanced material that's super finicky. ASA is an acrylic styrene mixture material. It is way more finicky than ABS, which is more finicky than PLA. And we're having enough success with the machine that we can set up a 14-hour print and walk away from it and come back, and it's still doing okay. Which is just amazing. That's not stuff that happened for me in the past.
And you smoosh it and you smoosh it.
You smoosh it and you smoosh it.
I think this is coming around nicely. It's very jaw-shaped.
Yeah. It's one of those things that when he gets finished with it and puts it on in the video, it's like, I guess, but at the same time, no, that looks about right. And, you know, it becomes a usable helmet for so many other characters, even beyond Power Rangers. You know, you got this basic head-shaped egg face helmet that could be Deadshot, that could be any number of robots. You know, it could almost be Isaac. It could be, you know, all these things. Like, this is really kind of a cool pattern.
Right.
Left side.
Left side.
So this guy
Dark
goes
side.
here, goes around like that, which is weird. That was just probably the element of his artwork. Okay. I was trying to be really faithful to his artwork, not knowing if things... Or is that a Scorch? No. But I think I didn't need to be that faithful to his artwork.
Why?
Well, there's funky little bumps here, right?
Uh-huh.
But it's going up against a flat thing. So I don't think that needs to be there. It's going to smoosh.
Okay.
But I think I could change my vector graphics to be a cleaner line and not have a dog leg in the middle of it. But I didn't know if that was going to line up like over here.
Right. You don't know why these books are there or what their purpose is quite yet. Until you've gotten into it, and now we know.
Now we know. Or even if it has a purpose. It may not even have a purpose.
Right? They just put it in there to annoy you. He's like, let's put these lines there and see if people will be like, what?
What? What are you doing?
There's no purpose. Daniel Knight 2146 says, looks like I found the solution to the second part of the 6-piece prop I tried to make. Okay.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Yay, solutions. There's a million ways to do anything.
Yep. And we're happy to tell you a whole bunch of them that are wrong. Well, if you really want to fix this, here's the expensive way.
Right. Monkey Cosplays. I used to think 3D printing was cheating. That was before I knew how much work goes into it.
Yep. Those are almost words that I used.
It says Teju 75 TEJOO.
Oh, okay. I heard that as JEW. So I was like, what? Yeah, Teju. Okay, Teju 75.
Hey, Odin, it's 3:15 a.m. in India.
Oh, wow. Hey, Teju.
Welcome from India.
From India. Hello there. Thank you for tuning in.
I'm always so fascinated when people from anywhere besides Sacramento are like, hey.
Right.
And then I'm always surprised, like, oh, you're from Sacramento? You're so close.
Right. And that was actually something I brought up at the high school talk I did yesterday, that I love the live streams because of end up getting worldwide viewers that'll tune in and say hi. And it's interesting to think that we are at the end of the day cycle on the planet. Mm-hmm. You know, there's more sun shining on water right now than there is land on the planet.
Interesting. We are at the end of the cycle.
Yep.
Isn't that like the not preferred for sleep reasons or something like that? Like the more...
It's not preferred because we're trying to do a stream and entertain people and expecting them to be up. Like all of our friends in Europe, they're done eating dinner.
Yeah.
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 Or they're having a late dinner. Or late supper.
Right? But if you try and do it early, it's not that much helpful for the people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like this is the sweet spot.
Yeah, I think for being able to, for me to be able to share for my global audience that starting at noon or even a little bit earlier is about the sweet spot. I will go later when I want to do unique Patreon only stuff, but even that, if I do 6 p.m. my time, that's 9 p.m. New York time, even in my own country. That's starting to get late to expect people to tune in. M.A.
Mamanga Boy says 5355. I can butcher anyone's name. Says, I'm in Australia and I just woke up, LMAO.
Yeah, I was thinking that. At this point, it's Monday in Australia. There's another user that used to be on a lot called the Trash Pandas, which, by the way, thank you for tuning in. There was another user in Australia, that Trash Panda. Yeah, it's 5 a.m. for me. I'm getting ready to go to work, when the stream started. So it's what? It's getting close to 7 for you now, right? Or is it a little later than that? In fact, I think... No, we ended up getting the parts. There were some Elegoo parts I needed to get for the resin printer that we had that were only available to purchase in Australia. It was the only place in the world that was easy to just go and buy them. It's like, are you kidding me? How come I can't get these here? I finally got them, but,
Weird problems.
Yeah, weird problems. It's probably because of fix-it laws, that Australia had it to where they had to have the parts available.
Okay. Ralph Mork says it's 10:48 p.m. here in the Netherlands.
Okay.
That's not too bad. It's past my bedtime. No.
10:48. Yeah, that's getting. I'm getting to start to clock out at that point. It's like, I'm going.
I'm
to
a
sleep.
morning person. I am not an evening person. But you don't sleep.
I don't sleep. I am more of an evening person than a morning person, but I'm also don't have a big problem getting up.
Yeah.
And I mentioned earlier I had hurt my back. Last night was the first night where I actually got like more than 4 hours of sleep at one go.
Oh, okay.
For the majority of the past week, I would sleep 2 hours and then wake up and then sleep 2 hours and then wake up and then maybe sleep another hour. And that's all I was doing. And that was miserable.
Yeah. Malky Cosplay says it's 3:50 p.m. here in Texas.
There you go. Well, it's 1:50 here in California. Are you ready to get out the door at 2?
Yeah, we can get out of here at 2. I'm okay with that.
Well, I was wondering if this takes a little longer than 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah,
to finish.
we can finish this. I'm okay with finishing a helmet and trying it on.
Okay.
Yeah. I am meeting up with Gonzo.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, we're finally have a date to photograph the
the dress
that I was working on.
Right.
And I made some fun improvements to it. I added a hedge to the hem.
Oh, that's cool.
And I've been having too much fun with it. But anyways, I'm meeting up with him around 3:30, so that's the only time constraint that I have.
Well, I better not take that long.
Right,
we might be on till 2 15-hour time, but...
Yeah. Daniel Knight 2146 says it's 4:51 in Michigan where I live.
Oh, okay.
And Sharp Shot FX says it's 3:50 here in Chicago, but I never know when I'm working down in my basement painting for hours.
Yep. When I had my stuff set up at the Sacramento Media Center, my office had no windows, and if I didn't have the security cameras up on the screen on my monitor, I had no clue what time it was outside.
Oh yeah.
that was awesome and a curse.
Right?
So it didn't matter what time of day it was.
Daniel Dupree Cosplay Kid 32. It's 9:50 here in the UK.
Okay. Wow. So the Netherlands is 2 hours past the UK?
That makes
Or was it 10? It's only 1 hour. It was 10. It was almost 11. It was 10:50.
There is curvature of the world.
Yeah.
And yeah.
This is all from Tujul talking about how it's 3 a.m. in India, which is awesome, by the way. I love that. I like that. I like hearing where people are and how stuff relates.
Right? Ralph Mork says, my sleep schedule's so messed up, I'm a night owl and an early bird at the same time. LOL.
Yep. Should I glue this on correctly?
Smokey Cosplays, does anyone else lose track of time when you're making something?
Oh,
Only
yeah.
when things are going well.
Yeah. If I'm enjoying the project, if I'm into the project, there is serious time dilation. And I have no idea how much time something goes by or how much time something takes. That used to really piss Lindsay off at Smosh. It's like, how long is this going to take? I don't know, a couple hours, like 6 hours later. Aren't you done yet? What, it's been like 2 hours, right? No, it's... Oh, shit, sorry.
Right? When I was at the wedding dress shop, I had to keep track of how long everything took me. So
Right.
it got me really good at going, this is going to take me 45 minutes, and it actually taking me about 45 minutes.
Okay.
But that got drilled into me.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I did something more routine, I might be able to do that. But
Right?
there's
Not
too much
having-
problem solving, even with editing,
Yeah.
that I mentally don't work that way. You know, and I've actually had that issue with my current supervisor. It's like, well, you know how long this takes. How long is this going to take? It's like, it could take this long if it's just cut, paste, done. But if something stupid happens with the footage, I don't know.
Or, it takes me 5 minutes to sew it, but if the sewing machine decides to go clunk on me, and then it takes me 2 hours to figure out why that did that.
Yeah, exactly. Or I'm all done editing, and now it's going to take 2 hours for it to render. Oh, hour and 45 minutes in, the computer crashed. Starting over. Did I lose my timeline? Yeah. Couple things that are workarounds for that, but still not a lot. Like, you can always export your timeline to a separate program called Adobe Media Encoder. I use Adobe. And then it can encode on that program, freeing up you on Premiere to be able to work on a different timeline. You can't work on the timeline that's encoding because you'll screw up your project.
Yeah. Makes sense. Daniel Dupree Cosplay Kid 32 says, do you guys ever con crunch last minute before con? All the all-nighters are horrible for your health. No, but we've done some weird things for Smosh.
Yeah, I've con
Or
crunched.
music videos and stuff, but I don't think I've actually con crunched.
And yeah, all-nighters are horrible for your health.
Yeah, but they're fun for your mental health sometimes.
Oh, they're awesome for your mental
You
health.
have good friends.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there are also people who will drain you,
Yes.
and that is not healthy. But
So
Or
I
good
have
friends
con
worth it.
crunched and Halloween crunched a lot. And
the
sometimes it's
fire that gets your butt to get the project finished.
right. And literally, I used to live con crunch when I was putting out. Odin, why don't you put out new videos? Because when I was putting out a video a week, I was literally doing the con crunch thing every week, almost daily.
No, it was not good for your mental health.
No, it wasn't good for mental. It wasn't good for my physical health. I was getting called out. It's like, Odin, why is your skin yellow? Why are your eyes practically black? It's because I haven't slept in a year. Because I'm eating crap food, and I haven't.
I did because it was a pew pew instead of.
Yeah, and I didn't get paid for the last video I did. Right.
Yeah. The incentives aren't as incentivizing.
No, they're not. But I'm really glad that I'm sitting here doing this. I'm working on the Astromech Droid and doing other things, helping Aria 51 with Hydra Stomper. I'm enjoying it. So I'm really glad that after all that experience, this aspect of it, the actual work aspect of it, I'm not burnt out on. It's not like I don't want to go and touch foam again.
Go touch foam, Odin. Go touch foam.
Yeah, I can go touch foam, sure. What am I burnt out on? What is it that I haven't crossed the hurdle yet on writing my scripts? That was the one thing I've always kind of hated, and especially when I started trying to work with someone else as my editor, where I had to have the scripts done at a certain time, or they were like, I can't help you. Oh, you're off my schedule. And it's like, what the fuck? So I've got a lot of anxiety about writing scripts.
Oh, I bet.
What's funny is I got a couple of videos shot that just never got edited. I think I got like 2. Well, actually, it'll probably be more than that, because there's a point in time when I helped Treg the Viking with making foam props for a high school production for the play of Clue, right? Yeah. So it's all 6 of the Clue weapons. I shot that. I got all of it. It could be a complete video. I've got the beauty shots at the end. It's all done. It's sitting on a hard drive. All I have to do is write the scripts. I could do it as one big video, or I could do it as 2 videos with 3 things each, which I think is what I ended up planning on doing, like a part 1, part 2.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
Goliath 000 says, "Hey bud, how you doing? Been a while."
Hey Goliath, doing pretty good.
Ad Vixen says, "And now you're ready to ride the starship. Go for a space trek." Sharpshot FX says, "I'm rebuilding my cosplay because I crunched it the first time and cut too many corners. Now I'm taking my time so I can complete it up to my standard."
Oh, Vecna? Don't know.
Vecna.
Not a name I know.
Right.
What's also really cool with any kind of a worldwide people you're talking to, there's stuff in other places that's popular that I've never heard of, which is really cool.
Right? That's okay. Like, I feel like there is always so many niche things that you can't keep up with all of them. And when people don't know what you're talking about, there's that little air of superiority that you can hold on to, as opposed to offense.
Right. Also, there's like a language barrier, something I was thinking about. You get these other places, other cultures that have really cool stuff, and I never heard of it. Why? Because I don't speak the language.
Oh, there you go.
And is that my fault? Yeah, actually, completely is. But, I'm not spending time learning other languages. Sorry, guys. I haven't spent time doing that.
We're getting close to 3 hours on this stream. Yep. We normally stop at 2 o'clock, but we are so close to finishing. We're just going to finish.
Yeah, usually we stop at 2 o'clock, which is about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
By my battery clock, I don't know how accurate that is. It's the one I can see.
It says it's 1:58.
Okay. It's pretty close then. Even with my glasses off and as unfocused as the clock is, I'm so used to reading a mechanical clock. I like mechanical clocks, by the way. I can glance up and go, oh, yeah, that's what time it is.
Yep, it's easier to chunk off your time when you're looking at one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the 15 minutes, 5, 10s, 20s, chubs.
Yep. I talked about this a few times on streams before. When I worked with a company called Play Incorporated way back in the day, one of the programmers had a clock that ran backwards. So the hands all moved counterclockwise. Okay. And all the numbers were set up the other way around, which I guess would be... Yeah, from your point of view, right? Anyway, I was still able to walk by, glance at the clock, and read it correctly no matter what time it was, except for the 15-minute and the 45-minute mark. I couldn't flip those. I would constantly read that as a normal clock. I could look up and go, oh, it's 1:58, no problem, even though it's reading wrong, right? Or, oh, it's 6:42, no problem. I just glanced, that's fine, I could transpose it. I couldn't do the 15 and 45s.
Your brain said, nope, that's where I draw the line.
Yep, nope, that's a 15, that's a 45, stick with it, dude. Because at least the 30 was still 30, right?
Oh, you're getting hearts.
I'm getting hearts?
I don't know what it means, but there were some hearts floating.
Oh, thank you for hearts. Still needs to dry.
Can I do hearts? I want to do hearts.
Right.
close.
So close.
It is 2 o'clock. Bye. No.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to go too long also because today is Super Bowl Sunday, I believe, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now that starts at like 3 or 3:30 our time, so... yeah.
That's a fandom I could never get into. Not even pretend to.
Right. I can enjoy a game, but I can't follow it, right? I can get into the whole competition portion of it and the enjoying a good scrimmage match, but yeah, I don't... I don't watch football. And we're actually planning on watching it because it was a couple of teams that, you know, I kind of know, and Shock Gremlin's a fan of one of them, Seahawks. But my cousin called up and needs help with the 3D printer, so we're gonna go do that.
Sounds like more fun to you, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's more work. It'd be, you know, probably be more enjoyable to just work on Astromech and let the football game play in the background.
Stupid Monkey says, I got my dad one of those clocks as well. Apparently they were common in barbershops because then they would be read correct in the mirror.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And Stupid Monkey says, yay, Super Bowel. Super Bowel.
Super bowels, yep.
Super Owl.
The superb owl. Yes, Super Bowl is the superb owl.
We're all nerds. What's football?
Right. Football is an international sport that's played with a round ball that has white and black hexagons and pentagons on it. And they actually have a real World Cup where worldwide people participate in. That's what football is.
I feel like the most I've ever done is I had macaroni and the cheese in the shape of footballs yesterday, the day before the Super Bowl, as opposed to the clearance after.
Okay.
I don't know. Pre-ate the Super Bowl food.
Come here, Bean.
Hi, Bean.
Come here, Bean. Come here, Bean.
Is he being sent out?
Come here, Bean. Yeah, Bean's being sent out intentionally.
Oh.
So why are we concerned with who's in the Super Bowl? Because Bean is a Seahawks fan.
How could you, Bean? How could you? I don't know who the other people are either.
So he's got his number 12 Seahawks jersey on. He's the 12th fan. He does not like being on the table. His eyes aren't that good. He doesn't want to fall and get hurt. But yeah.
Yes. So you're excited. But anyways, that's something that's going on, apparently.
That is going on. That's going to happen today. Yep. Treg is working it. He's not actually in the arena. Treg is working one of the team party rooms, I think, or something like that. He's somewhere else, but still, you know,
he's in the vicinity.
He's getting paid to work Super Bowl, which is
exciting.
Money.
Right?
Yeah.
It's DJ Stumpy 7399. Didn't even know the Super Bowl was happening.
Yep.
Me neither.
Yep. Not a thought. That was actually something that came up yesterday with the.
That is doming out real
it's doming
good.
out really nice.
Peeked over there and I'm like, dang, that looks like a real helmet, Odin.
Yeah. I love the banana shape patterns. Yeah, that came up yesterday at the thing I did yesterday in the high school, where they went, oh yeah, it's Super Bowl summer weekend. No wonder there isn't a good turnout.
Yeah. Sharp Shot Effect says, genuinely had no idea until a few days ago that both the Super Bowl and the Olympics this weekend.
Yep, both.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember I used to be excited about the Olympics when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I liked like figure skating and gymnastics and...
Yep. I remember liking the winter sports more than the summer sports for the Olympics, but still,
I didn't get why gymnastics was only a summer sport, because to me you could do it on the winter too, because, you know, you could do it both seasons because it's inside.
Right.
But
don't know.
That one didn't.
Also, when I was a kid, they just did them all at the same time.
Did they?
Yeah, 70s and 80s. I don't think they split the... Anyone feel free to correct me, but the 1984 Olympics was just all of the Olympics at the same time, wasn't it? They didn't start splitting them up into summer and winter until turn of the century, I think. You know, the more recent one. It's fun for me to say turn of the century because for, you know, the longest time of my life, that meant 1899 to 1900. But honestly, that's 26 years ago now as well. Not 1899, but...
Yeah. Goliath 000 says football, soccer, and rugby all came before American football.
Yep. Yes, they did.
I believe it. Bean's like, I'm over this. Can I go inside?
Yeah, it's a little colder out here.
He's at least very polite. Says please and thank you.
Wow. This is tiny. This is the guy's pattern.
It's not an Odin size pattern.
It's not, but I mean...
Stupid Monkey says it was the late 80s or early 90s, I believe.
Okay, thank you, Stupid Monkey.
Dan Does Junk says, I don't know. I was a month and a half old during the 84 Olympics.
Come on, Dan, you should remember that. Month and a half? You were cutting foam at that point, weren't you?
With his teeth. Well, with his gums.
Yeah, right.
That explains the brain No, I'm teasing. Sorry, right. I'm not messing.
It's okay. Yeah, everyone here I think already knows, but Dan Does Junk is awesome that he volunteers to be a moderator for the channel and for the live streams, and I actually was doing it for you when you had live streams as well. Dan Does Junk has his own YouTube channel, conveniently named Dan Does Junk, and he also makes foam props and foam cosplays, and he has made a full Death Sight Gundam outfit.
He made Soul Edge's helmet he's wearing currently.
Yeah, I made Soul Edge's helmet he's wearing currently. He figured out a really good pattern for how to make a big foam Lego figure. So definitely go check out Dan Does Junk's channel. And I think he's even posted a video more recently. So
nice. Yeah.
He was working on another Gundam. I think that project is being set aside for something else that's new shiny. Oh. As such things happen.
Right. When things get more exciting. Or deadlines decide to creep in.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I really appreciate, Dan, that you spend so much of your Sundays being a moderator for this, and then you also come out for cosplay repair and everything else. I appreciate hanging out with you, guy. Thank you.
Vixen wants to know, any Valentine's Day plans? Did we ask that yet? No, you have not asked that.
No, you're not asked that yet.
I'm going to make a really good breakfast and go out to sushi, so that's my plan.
That's a great plan.
And wear as many frilly dresses as I can this week.
It's a great plan.
Mm-hmm. Because, you know, you only get so many times, like, there's only so much...
So there's so many...
outfits you can wear in so many days that it works, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Problems. You know, I love those kind of problems. I'm tired of other problems, but I want those problems.
Trying to remember what's happening next weekend, because like this weekend was pretty full. You know, lots of stuff happened. But and there's still stuff coming up. And I swear something was happening next weekend, but maybe it is just that it's Valentine's weekend, effectively. Next weekend day is actually in the week, isn't it?
No, it's Saturday.
It's Saturday? Oh, okay, good.
Valentine's Day is actually on Saturday. My mom's birthday is the day before Valentine's Day, and it's on the 13th. Well, Friday the 13th. So, she was born on Friday the 13th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Explains a lot. No.
Explains a lot, Miss Voorhees. Yeah.
Yeah. But... how about you? You and Shop Gremlin doing anything fun?
I think we will.
Can't don't like
one of those
spoil
things
the surprise, right?
You can finally figure something out, Odin. I knew it was coming up, but yeah, I hadn't really.
Yeah, I got cool Valentines for work because they do Valentines at work, and apparently there's about 40 people in my department. It's a lot of Valentines. I got really cool little patches.
Oh, okay.
They're like little denim jackets, Valentine cards, and then they have a little patch on it that they can use.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I was like, I have to get that, but then I couldn't get 40 of those. So.
Right, because they're probably expensive. Or
That,
you just couldn't...
and they only had 2 set packs of 12, so I got those. And then I got 20 Hello Kitty Valentine's rings that are like those ring pops, but they're Hello Kitty heads.
Oh, that's cool.
Because why not? You know, like...
Yeah.
Valentine's, they don't all have to be the same. I'll do a little bit of both. Here, you get one of those and those. Line it up. We're watching.
Oh, yeah. No, it's all good. This is not something that makes me nervous.
You're like, this is my wheelhouse.
This is fine. Whatever.
Yeah, you're not the size of most people, are you?
Nope. This looks tiny to me. Getting some good cheese pull on the glue. It's not quite dry enough.
Interesting. But you're doing it anyways. I believe in it.
Yep.
Because you just smoosh it when it is.
Yeah, basically.
Aww.
What's going on?
Steve Dyke says, I bought my fiance some Lego roses for Valentine's Day.
Oh, awesome.
I got a bouquet of Lego roses for Christmas, and not roses, it was the flower arrangement that would go with most of the sets, because they were being very thoughtful.
Oh, okay.
Going, I like this idea of Lego flowers, and I love Lego flowers.
The Lego flowers, the botanicals are very cool.
I think they're fun to build, and they look cool, and I like them.
I'll be honest, when they first came out, I was skeptical. It's like, okay, this is cool, but okay. Then I built one. Oh, no, these are cool.
Right. I definitely am pro Lego flowers.
Yeah.
And now, like, if I have a party, I'll be like, ooh, let's do Lego flower arrangements.
Yes. They've even had a couple of poly bags that make the botanicals. So, like, there's dandelion fluffs and then a couple of wildflowers, I think. So it's just like they have the cheaper poly bags, and you still get flowers out of it. It's really cool.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Lego flowers.
Now, for the longest time for me, I would enjoy it, the sets were, but I would also buy Lego for the elements, right, for the pieces that were in it.
Oh, okay.
And so a lot of the flowers didn't appeal to me because those weren't the pieces I was necessarily after. But no, that is one where I'm totally, yep, this is really cool for what it makes, right. Not for what it could make.
Yep. They definitely use different pieces, like barrel halves and
scuba fins and oar heads. And,
yeah,
it's really cool.
Steering wheels. Yeah, they definitely use lots of different fun pieces. Back, front. I have a tiny head, and this does not fit.
That does not fit. That's splitting.
It is splitting.
Oh, it's split way up the back. Yeah, that's why I wasn't bothering to put the front on. So I'm looking at this going, yeah, this isn't going to work. This is smaller than the Captain Marvel helmet.
No.
Yeah, it's split up the back completely.
Yeah.
All right. So...
How much percent... Well, let's measure this,
okay.
And then we'll measure the head. Do you have a measuring tape?
Yeah, I've got a white paper one here that'll work, and yep,
it is about 21 1/4 ish.
About 21 1/4 ish. Okay, now go ahead and put it on. It's about 21 1/4 ish.
So it's exactly the size of my head. There's no room to get it on.
Go ahead and put it on, and let's measure it once it's on. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Hope you're not getting a whole lot of glue in your hair. This ends up wanting to be 22 1/2. So we'll have to do some math. Goes the other way, but yeah. and those are supposed to connect. Yeah, this needs to be considerably bigger. And we'll probably do it out of a thicker foam. But hey, this is the beginning. We actually got to start on making a Sentai helmet.
And there was no point in really worrying about the burnt pieces because who's gonna wear this?
Right.
Wait, does it even fit on that little foam head I got? I don't think it's going to.
Nope. Now there is the issue of
wait, that's backwards.
the pattern that the Next Decade put up, right? I don't want to be throwing this guy under the bus because he did a fine job. It's a working pattern. Obviously, we're getting a good shape. The issue with sharing a pattern that's a JPEG is JPEGs can be based off of pixels per inch, right? Your DPI. And that is a variable thing, and that'll change the scale of what you're trying to print. It's possible that in the video that I did not watch fully, he told you what size to print it at. And he does spend a little bit of time doing that, but I think he just says to print it at 100% scale, which is pretty much, well, it's not what I did, which is pretty much what I did. What I did was I imported the JPEG into Inkscape to trace it. And that step may have changed the resolution to make it smaller because I'm usually working with higher resolution graphics. So that's where the error is falling, is the bringing the JPEG into Inkscape, making it too small. So yeah, we'll have to figure out what he thinks it should be, or just it looks like one of the evil knights from Ren's. From the Knights of Ren.
Okay, well, unsuccessfully successful.
Yes, failed successfully.
The more we know.
The more we know. So at this point, I got to divide 21 1/4 by, say, 23, and or maybe the other way around, 23 by 21 1/4, and that'll give me the percentage that I need to increase the pieces, which will be 115 or 120% or something like that. So anyway, thank you all for tuning in, for sticking around with us. We had a solid 3-hour stream. And now is your chance to go run and watch the pigskin football game with the Seattle Seahawks versus somebody else famous. Patriots, I think. But I don't pay attention. I'm really sorry, everyone. What are you finding?
I'm just measuring this measurement because... Dadnabbit. I had it lined up.
And also I could see... 3mm might be, even the, still be a little too flimsy. It might be better to go into this out of 4 or 5. Yeah, I think the Next Decade did it out of 5.
So this is about 19, and if I take this and go to here, it's going to...
19 doesn't even get around to the back of your head.
So if we wanted it to
This could be more like 21.
Yeah, so if that measurement helps you at all.
It might. I think the one we did is good enough.
But that one compared to this one,
yeah, 19 versus 21 also helps. So
yeah.
Yep. No, definitely need to just divide 23 by 21.25. Whatever that works out to be, it's going to be 100 and something. Yeah. 1 point something. And that's how much I need to blow this pattern up in Inkscape, and it should do okay.
Right?
Yep.
Round 2.
Round 2!
Next week, but no, not next week. The following week.
Yep. So what I'll do next time, in order to speed this process up, because we spent the entire stream laser cutting and gluing, I'll have all the parts laser cut before the stream starts, and then we can just go right into the gluing phase.
Okay.
Okay?
I believe in you.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
I think it's time to get going.
It's time to get to GTFO. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and spending your weekend with us. I'll be back, I hope, in 2 weeks.
Right, hopefully.
I'm actually questioning that because I know Stockton Con's coming up, and I'm not sure what Sunday that's falling on. So whatever day isn't Stockton Con, I will be doing a live stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I will be doing my best.
Yep. And we'll try and give you a droid update next time as well. There's not much to show with what we've done. I've done some sanding on the head, so some of the holes are gone. And today, Shop Gremlin got the eye bezel mounted on with screws. It doesn't glue on, which is really cool. So could show you that, but it's not out here.
Yes, and we're out of time.
And we're totally out of time.
Right.
Yep.
Thank you guys for sticking around this long.
Yep. Thank you guys. Talk to you again soon.
Bye-bye.
You stream for... Oh, it doesn't say here. Okay. 54 peak concurrence.